So, yeah. Good hello, and welcome to Sunfall, the 5th arc of the Cascade game that I do sometimes. It's session 2. It's the 17th of January 2026. I'm Viktor, the GM. Here are the players.
One and Falkwin.
Hi, I'm Kalli. I play Sarah, who is Dragonfolk as a fire.
My name's Alexander.
Hello, I'm Hannah, and I'm playing Myr'ra Pentergast, a Helborn Adept who sheds dust.
Hey, we did it. We did it.
Guys back together.
Yep, exactly. We're actually here, and it didn't take that long. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. What did you remember for last time?
We jumped around through time a little bit.
We still are.
Yeah, we did a big recap.
Yep.
Yeah. Did a very long recap. How long did that take? 2 hours?
Longer. It was the whole first part.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for Lockhart / Alexander's benefit, all of part 1 of the last video is just everyone recapping to the best of their knowledge, which is pretty damn good. All arc 1 to 4, including 4. It's a damn good recap, quite frankly. It made this story look cohesive, which was my favourite part. But yes. Do you have any questions about the recap, Alexander? Because we've not seen you since the second last episode.
Yeah, I was looking at my notes and it's
of Arc 4. Yeah. So keep in mind, folks, you might want to recap some of the highlights from the last session of Arc 4. Just the briefest points, maybe.
Oh God.
I mean, there's 4 of you, so each take a arc.
No, it's all Arc 4. It's just the last episode of Arc 4 that you need recapped on. How dare you? You were in all the other ones! And you were also in a one-shot that we've not recapped.
Oh, yeah.
Vital to the plot now. So yeah, Hannah, do you wanna?
Oh, yeah. What was the last? On Dinosaur Island, then Majneb's had his big special crystal stolen. We're activating the phone trick. We ring lots of people. We forget they'll teleport to us / us to them. We ring Sloth, who's on the ship with
Emperor's
son, Emperor. Whoops. So I astral project to them. That's a bit stressful. Then we ring Pride, and she comes to us and goes, "Why have you put my brother, who, like, historically not great with big powerful things, on a boat with a big powerful thing?" And we went, "Oops." And so we came back to Cascade City and tried to fix the problem because it's going to be a cascade of magic, and that's really bad. Everyone's panicking. And we bump into Katie and Surrey Lane, who, again, I thought we discussed this last time, unclear on. At some point in that conversation, my ring from Brandon L came up. Falkwin's been locked in the Arcana tricks because he's got a demon equation in his brain. That was also stressful. Nori is really mean to a Dragon Ball. But yes, everything recognizes Einroot. Goes like, "Where did you get that?" And we're like, "Well." feels that the cat's out the bag. We're going to mention Bran and Elle. And Thane takes all his armor off and makes it into a big mirror. And goes through to the tower to see Bran and Elle. As it turns out, all our conspiracy theories were correct. And Thane is Van... Oh, Iron Root. Yeah. They have a lovely tearful reunion. It's beautiful. Then everything goes to shit. And we all cry. The tower is hit by a big beam of, like a big sky beam. Of gold? No, of black. It goes black and white, like the Fae, but not the Fae. And then tower is destroyed. Bran and Elle uses his armor to protect everything. And shove us all back through the mirror, which explodes. And then in a cutscene, we see the tower collapse.
Yeah.
But we don't. We as players.
Yeah.
And a voice says, "Thank you, Your Majesty." Drama.
Mhm.
And then we all cry. At the end of Act 4.
And there was such an abrupt reaction from them. Wait, what? It's done? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just to throw more conspiracy theories in, we're pretty convinced that either the person speaking or the person who's like hammed in the cutscene moved away from magic crystal-y thing is Modesta Love. Dun dun dun. Yeah, the last episode. Oh.
Questions, Alexander?
I think I remember looking at stuff that. I remember Nori annoying
I was trying to recharge.
Yeah.
It's like trying to recharge the Golden Bloom amulet with. I gave him the choice of you can pay for it to get recharged at the Arcanatrix, or you can get a student from the Arcanatrix to have a go at it for free. And then they bullied this student, and the student's like, "Why do you have a gold leaf artifact? You shouldn't have that." And none of them, Hannah or Chris, tried any attempt at trying to calm this guy down. Or like reassure him. None of that was a priority. It was just a, why aren't you doing this? I'll break your legs. It wasn't quite as bad as that, but it felt that way in tone.
The guy just went, we've lost, we should just leave.
Alexander when we need him.
Exactly. As for Sean's adventures in the Arcanatrix as well, do you want to give the cliff notes for that too?
That was certainly something. So you remember that I've got. I think we've started calling them Abby.
Yeah.
This like childlike representation of the Abradak equation, and an L put in my head. Abby was. It turned out very ornery, I guess. Territorial. Wants to merge with Kalli Ben out. Kind of wants to kick me out of. Kind of wants to become us. And you. That was quite didn't seem like a very good idea. So I went and Philip the butterfly, who's not a butterfly, in my head, and it appeared that the killed him when he tried to cut her out of the head. No, but Philip is okay, I think.
You've seen Philip and do well since in your recovery period.
Okay. But this all kind of kicked off us. Kind of Whitehall mentally nullified, I think were the words.
Quarantined is where they started. Quarantined is where they started, but they weren't sure what this could possibly lead to, so they thought maybe it's best if we just brain wipe you.
so that was quite. But the Arcanatrix, they want to study the thing in my head. Problem.
Who knew the wizards were like, but he's got a cool thing in his brain. We can't just kill it.
I was kept in observation for like 2 weeks. Only allowed to talk to Arcanatrix people. Started loosening that up after a month. Okay, you're explode. Go. And then it took a while longer before I finally heard back from Half-Elven. But in the meantime, I got promoted to Wizard. Sierra got promoted to Master Wizard. Gamble is in charge of the problem. There's another kind of task force that Helborn has set up. Project Clear Sky. I keep hearing this and thinking Manhattan Project. We're doing nuclear weapons.
They might have that over in the Rakishan Empire, maybe.
So I'm like the advisor for energy distribution.
Yeah, you're assigned as the energy lead, but no one's told you what that means.
I hope that doesn't mean they're going to be like milking Half-Elven and I for energy. Someone's told them about what happens when we fusion dance. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe they want Half-Elven. We'll see. I actually don't even know how much they know about it. I assume I've not.
Well, do you want to explain maybe more about that? So what was Half-Elven up to that time you didn't hear from her during that big long period of time?
That is a good question.
She said that she was busy keeping Abby from doing nefarious things. And then she said that she lost track of Abby, hence why she's now appearing to you, because she's no longer taken up by that.
Yeah. So that's slightly concerning. Abby's hiding somewhere in my brain. But Half-Elven's back, which is.
Do you want to talk about your brace? No, let's go back a bit. Your bracers.
Oh.
Bracer? Oh yeah. So the bracer's now like. Can't take off.
There was that. Yep. So yeah, that has bled quite into the the 3 months bubble of the 5th arc as well now. Do you have any more questions about end of the 4th arc at all?
So, the last head. Shit.
I mean, not really, because obviously when it left Dinosaur Island, it went north. It doesn't really mean much, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was just when we're astral protecting.
Yes, I got an invitation to the loot of this. He was like, "Come, it's great. The best geomancers on the planet." Like, oh, great.
Because you were like, I'm studying crystals and I need their expertise. That's why I'm phoning him. Nothing to do with what's happening on the boat that I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because Sloth dropped us in it a tiny bit by being just like, "Oh, crystals. What we?" And so we tried to say like, "Oh yes, the crystals in Cascade City." No, I was just ringing to see.
Which I love that you also think you're also blaming him for whatever those are because he brought them all.
Yeah. But he knows he brought them all.
Yes.
And he knows
Yes.
we know that.
Yes.
That's not secret.
Correct.
Whereas stealing big.
Those were
crystals-
gifts for the citizens of Cascade.
Yeah. That seems like a safer crystal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So after all that, we did our recap. We then did the what's happened 3 months later. That's when we got obviously all the updates from Sean's Falkwin's recovery. And then anybody else want to give the highlights of their 3 month bubble that they had? I know that we don't have Kalli there, but Chris, do you want to loop Alexander in some of the 3 months?
Yeah. Basically, you and I went a journey. Went to try and find out.
Heart Piercer.
Piercer. Plus it's Stabber.
The Heart Stabber! I mean, it's valid!
Yes, it's the same thing. We went to various locations. Another was a Pavla. Places world, but under many different names. So he finally settled the White Wall. Fortunately, it's probably left more questions than it answered so far.
Yeah, so like for the gist of that, I know that me and you had spoke about this briefly off like game, Alexander. I know that you said you had an interest in obviously helping out, Nori with that particular plot line. And I figured that what would Lockhart rather do with 3 months of prep time? Do his job? Or say that there's a really important thing that needs your attention that involves travelling to a lot of pubs with Nori? So that's what I assumed you did.
Sounds right.
Yeah, but also
You found a glove.
yeah, and you're also very good at research and records and such. So it makes sense that you'd also go to help pour through the stuff that Nori might get overwhelmed with. You and Nori are probably quite good at finding contacts and speaking to them and trying to get information out of them. Then going to places where information's stored, trying to pour through that, and then figure out your next steps. But you've travelled pretty much all over Denk, different towns and cities and stuff in Denk, just to try and suss out where the kind of like steps of like his dad's, like I guess since his dad seemingly came from maybe Caldera. So it seems like he came from that way, but there are so many different names, but they all do seem to originate that word, at least. But again, hard to say. The record keeping hasn't been great, or maybe that was by design. There doesn't seem to be, I don't think I said this much last time, but there in the records that you have both poured through, there isn't like the man with the fireworks hands or something like that. There's nothing overt. It's not like if Myr'ra had visited a whole bunch of places and kind of, it seemed to coincide with the lunar cycle and some giant murder crow running around. Like there's nothing overt that way, which has made it so tricky to narrow down a possible Barlen. So that's kind of where you've got to with that, while doing all the other duties, like assigning a Queen's Guard. How are you getting on with that, Lockhart?
So, I was trying to remember. We did have some good ideas. Like,
did we?
We did.
That sounds like us.
Yeah. I know I have their name.
Describe them.
The person that we met, that was the guard of his camp.
Kamala.
Doesn't want it.
Kamala.
No, so that's you're thinking of Forno Stolt.
Yes.
Stolt definitely doesn't want the job. He has the job currently, and he's wrote in stone it's acting Queen's Guard. He's also in charge of that prison at the moment as well. Acting warden, acting warden, acting Queen's Guard. He's got a lot of titles he doesn't want to keep a hold of. Let that man retire. But yeah, so yeah, Kamala, I think, was one of your like top ideas, I think, yeah, when we were talking it through. Because currently she's in charge of like trying to regulate Queen's Rise as an up-and-coming town/city. But yeah, the thing that probably is important to learn at this point in time is that Verme has offered up to anyone, basically, Queen's Rise as a fallback fortress. Like, it's basically in the process of getting... it's been fortified, the process has started, because we've had 3 months, but it's in that process of basically meaning if there is an intercontinental war, it's pretty far away from the seat of the sun. So yeah, and has offered this to the elves specifically. Not exclusively, but the fact that the elves are coastal. She's like, you can come like hang out here. We're going to build a big fortress just so that if they do attack, they will attack by sea and use the front line. You just don't have to be, basically. And that's what Verme's been doing diplomatically. She's doing okay. Obviously, she hasn't heard back from the Silverthorn Elves, but she has. Obviously, the Bronzebarks are in talks with Everdy because they like everybody. So, yeah. I've carved myself in pen somehow. I don't know how I've done this, but here we are. It's always something. Fidgeting. I need a fidget toy. There we go. I've got my fidget spinny ring thing. That'll stop me covering myself in pen, probably. Another question as well for Lockhart. In the 3-month bubble of space, is there anything else you'd like to have ticked off a list, just so that things that make sense? I will probably run down a checklist of things that you missed, but Gemble obviously came back and debriefed everyone. Everyone's like, oh my god, you're back from the dead, but you said something about a magical cascade explosion destroying the planet. So, welcome back, but also what? So, the Whitehall and the Arcanatrix have sent a lot of forces towards trying to harmonise the magical energies for Nemaj Neb, not Nicki Minaj. And so Nicki Minaj is getting her energies harmonised by those two institutes that have dedicated a lot of resources to that. However, Viestra, the Grandmaster of the Arcanatrix, isn't willing to commit all the resources. She needs the Warlocks to be on point, to be training and scouting out for information everywhere. She also is dedicating a lot of defensive resources towards the city. So, there is a lot. The Arcanatrix stretch pretty damn thin because of this. The problem is, harmonising the Maj Neb is not an easy task. The devils of Pride, Wrath and Greed have failed many times, and are still trying to artificially grow a crystal between their powers to replace the one that was stolen. The problem is they're not sure it'll work because it's artificial, and growing an actual crystal to do the job would take possibly hundreds or thousands of years. So if you can find someone with really, really good time magic, that would be really useful. But sadly, that's a thing that they are working on, which is taking a lot out of them, because, well, you saw what it was like when they were trying to deal with souls and crystal magic before, and there's 3 of them trying to do this. It's not quite as deadly, but it's pretty taxing on them. So that's what they've been trying to do, is because they also don't want the world to blow up, They're pretty decent that way. What else needs said? What else have who's been? Oh yeah, some big things. After the events of the losing your life partner and whatnot, and being clad in their armor as a tower explodes around them, Sir Ethane Vanel Ethane Ironroot, King Vanel Ethane Ironroot, goes and basically dismisses the elves of their duty and takes over as the first blade of the council, and starts organising all of the resources against a fairly singular purpose, which is dealing with the very probable Rakishan threat. Modestellara has not been at a council meeting since, weirdly. The Goldleaf Elven representation has been replaced by an Elven man called Lucian, Lord Lucian Goldleaf, or Lucius, I think I said. I can't remember, one of the two, Lucian or Lucius. I think it was Lucius. So they're now the ambassador of the Goldleafs, sat on that chair. Everybody at the council seems pretty relieved by an Ironroot being back and in charge. You would think, maybe you'd think it would disrupt a lot of things, but most people have been like, oh, thank God there's somebody that's really good in charge. Most people have taken comfort from this fact, because it's, the secrets of the Ironroot aren't gone. There's still one around. This is amazing. Maybe we can use Abradak built architecture again, or whatever, right? So it's not like there's so much expectation and pressure on Sir Ethane, or King Vanel. But yes, so that's been a thing that's happened. I think KT joined some of your adventures with Lockhart and Nori because he wanted out of the sea, and there was a lot happening that didn't really involve Vorus, other than Vorus running its course as it usually does. So yeah, what resources needed to be tasked anywhere got tasked places, and yeah, he didn't stick around for the whole journey, of course, but you know, he popped in and out when he could. Possibly got distracted by something, got reminded of memories from the past, and wandered off to go relive them or whatever. You know, basically went and did that because he's been quite melancholy since all this happened. quite a different kid. He's not his joyous self like he used to be.
It's,
If he knew, he hasn't said to anyone. So this could be shock from that, but also like he's also the person that spent the most time with them, like by a lot. So it's maybe a conversation you might want to have at some point.
Years, right?
What's that? Sorry.
For hundreds of
Hundreds, yeah. Like I think I said KT is 647. I think.
yeah. And I think we heard that so you say 30?
Yeah, like
Definitely double digit.
So he was about 30 odds, I think, when he met Cerethane, and then seemingly whatever he's done to live longer happened probably not long after that, most likely. And he's been around for 600 odd years more. And so has Cerethane, but we know Cerethane's been around for a lot longer now. So yeah.
It's strange how weird thoughts pop into talking these things.
Right, okay, yeah. What's...
So KT the Wanderer has been around for...
Like I said, like...
Is he my father?
Imagine he was just toying with you this whole time.
That's how he
Right.
tasted the blood and he went, oh my god, my son!
KT
Big gold
New
concept.
theory.
is Nori's dad. What I love is that has marked the paper with KT as Nori's dad, so it's on the pad now. I'm somehow covered in pen again. But yeah. I mean, if he is, he's not let on. So,
No, definitely not.
not yet, anyway. Maybe get him drunk on elven blood. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe that makes even that connection make more sense now, right? Elven blood getting KT a bit high. And what's his best friend been for how long? One of the most potent elves in the world. Yeah. Just saying, that's an interesting correlation.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, well ask him. Ask him at some point.
That's a matter of opinion.
Exactly, yeah, until he, again, you get him drunk and he starts talking.
I'm sure he'll be very receptive to be directly.
No, but Falkwin makes a request of Lockhart, then Lockhart is the KT Whisperer. It does make you question, does Cerethane and Lockhart share any qualities and personality that means like a KT is warmed up to him in some way? Yeah. What else, guys, did I say last time in the 3 months bubble? Other than Quillburn was the head of a thing called Project Clear Sky that he's now pushing to the front of the queue, and he's assigning all the party. So in the present day, the party are in a big carriage convoy heading to Aquio Archiva, which is a city in the middle of the span, which is pretty much like a big learning city, and you generally wouldn't really just be allowed in. Like, you can visit it, but people would be like, why are you here? Unless you've kind of been given like project dispensation to be there. You wouldn't be turned away, you'd be fed and stuff, but you wouldn't really be given access to places, you know. A bit like visiting a university, I guess, right? It's like, why are you here though? Like, come in, there's a canteen and a gift shop, but also, like, go away unless someone's given you permission to be here. So, the party are in a big carriage with Lucius, the Goldleaf elf, who's going to be involved in Project Clear Sky. And as I said, Falkwin has been assigned as energy lead, and nobody really knows why or what that involves. That's all Quillburn has said.
I I have it written down as Lucian.
Lucian, that's fine. It can be Lucian. I'm probably just misremembering.
Is that-
You said both.
I
last time.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe they've said both. I don't know. What did I write?
That's the thing. Just to-
Did I make any notes? It's Lucius, apparently, according to this page, and it's Lucian 5 lines down. So I think canonically he's just changed it anytime people have asked, because that solves my problem. That means my notes aren't wrong.
Cheryl. from that,
Yes, yeah. The one that comes to mind is the Gary or Jerry or that from
oh yeah. from-
Parks and Rec. Oh dear. And yeah, so anyway, Lucius/Lucian. Maybe it's an Elven pronunciation problem, right? Maybe it's like a translation thing, you know. It can be said multiple ways. But there is an example in English of that, but I can't think what it is right now, and it might come to me at some point randomly, so I might just shout it out. But yes, so that particular Lord of the Goldleaf Elves is in the carriage being escorted with you. Generally, they give off a fairly pleasant vibe, but very surface vibe as well, I think is all I really said. My notes say a reserved, polite, pleasant man. So that's really that situation. Have I missed any key points you remember from last time that was important in the notes other than Lucian or Lucius's name? Imagine they were twins and we just didn't know they were switching.
just as a place we're going. I had it written down. This is kind of the centre of learning.
Yes, no,
Meanwhile,
covered that. Yeah.
Labratus is kind of where all. Okay, yeah, Labratus being well rich and
Yes.
live.
Yeah. Labratus is definitely more your main city vibed place. Lots of tourism, etc. there, because why be wealthy and elite if you can't show off to those who don't have that? So there is that.
Edinburgh and St Andrews.
100%.
I said it in London and Cambridge. That
Yeah,
works too.
yeah, they're very valid. And obviously, you at home think of 2 cities that represent those things too. That you know. And then you could be involved too. So yeah, that's that. Any other questions about the 3-month bubble? Because I've got some other things to... Yep.
I had one.
Mhm.
I had Argo is committing resources to Project Sky, but
Yes.
doesn't know any details. Everyone's keeping everything hush hush.
Yeah, Colburn was like, "Can you get help with this? I really need help." And she was like, "Fuck it, yeah, why not?" Like, you know, mostly because she's like, "How can I help whatever needs help?" Because she's in one of the most safest, fortified, securest locations possible, and she's also very eager to be like, "Nobody gets to just hurt my people." Her people being this continent. So, yeah, and obviously she's.
Also,
You go.
I also didn't like the idea of Lucy being in charge. I have you quoted as her saying just more.
Yeah, that is exactly what Margot said. 100%. I'm glad you wrote that down because I
It
told.
could just be Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah. General dislike.
Like
Any
false
form of
pleasantries,
falsehood.
yeah, as well. Like, yeah, just that falseness. Even though he doesn't give off falseness, just surface level. Again, like, does he know what his job is? Does he care? Is he literally just a seat warmer because Modest Lara doesn't want to be there? Yeah. So that's it. But yeah, questions? Any? Because we've got some other stuff to talk about during the flashback that we'll get to in a second. It's slightly important.
So my gran is currently sort of running sim because the devils are all busy. And if we hadn't mentioned it, was it no, Envy
Nope. So
have been on the other continent
yeah, so lust and
Oh.
envy.
ages.
Mhm.
I don't know if we were given a time, but they were like, Brad was like, oh yeah.
We did talk about time frames in the end of Arc 4 though, and it like Pride basically said they'd be there forever, like for ages, basically, like
Yeah.
long enough that she'd stopped caring, basically.
Yes. Which
Um,
again, with our maybe long ago conspiracy theory of was their celestial aid in creating gift crystals. Might be some credence.
I think she said like probably less. Was it less than 100 years ago? I think they buggered off, something like that. I don't think it was. It wasn't like centuries.
No,
but it was
long enough. That, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's always weird when your frame of reference for how long something is because we've got a lot of long-lived people in this game. So it's like, well, 100 years isn't that long. Exactly. Well, the devils are a special case. They're not even meant to be in this like plane of existence. This was their punishment, to experience time while being timeless. So yes, we've got all that. Right, okay. Again, my other question. Any other questions you have for Lockhart in the 3 months? You'll definitely wish you'd asked.
Definitely.
Any questions anybody has for Lockhart for those 3 months also is valid at this point.
What did we?
Lockhart, come visit Falkwin.
Yeah, so like one of the, if Nori and I had been passing through.
Yeah, you and Nori were together for.
And also, it happened before you would have left.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah. But yeah, anything else?
I mean, Lockhart probably would have been like asking me if you tried the spell just in case.
Valid.
Or Posey. It's Posey.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. She's got a whole kind of research group now.
Yes.
Passing the bee between each other.
that's been there since before you met her on Dino Island, though. Like, she hasn't been involved in that. They took that curse off her and she fucked off. And they only thought, she said, I'm going to visit family. And then when you heard that, you were like, she told us she didn't have family in the caves. And then later you said, our family's gamble. So yeah. But no, I don't think I mentioned Posey at all last session. I think so.
I don't think she came up in the
Yeah.
recap.
No.
Per Posey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, we had to cover a lot in a little space of time. But yes, anything else you want to tick off the box for Lockhart? Bless you.
Yeah,
Samda. So, yes.
Samda.
Yeah, there was what people asked if she would consider being the Queen's Guard again, and Jack wrote back saying basically fuck off.
I remember that wasn't going to be a thing.
Yeah.
If they were still in the
Yeah, because I think we spitballed some names off camera at some point together, and I remember we said Samda probably would be on the list, but she'd probably be scored out as well for the you've done your service. You have done that and beyond. And yeah, I said that there was stuff that was reached out in the absence of your efforts. And yeah, the letter was very politely worded, fuck off, basically. And Samda was okay with that because she let him pick. Yeah, Chris?
Do you think KT would make a good Queen's Guard?
Do you think he'd take the job? He'd probably be okay at it.
I think he'd
Yeah, like the problem is though, would he
consider it.
would he need to at any point drink her blood to power up if he got in trouble? So, is he also the problem? Yeah.
I don't know if the schedule suits Katie.
Yeah.
Likes to do anything this time.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a weird leap as well, going from mayor for decades of Loudenhall to temporary baron or count or whatever I said it was of Voros. I think I said count of Voros to
I think it was
Queen's Guard.
Count
Yeah.
Confrey.
Yes.
Just funny.
It's also because it was Countess Tilannis was who came from it. So yeah, but no, you're right. Count Contream is definitely what I would have wrote. It's so fun to say. But yeah, so I don't think Katie would take that job at all. I think he would laugh for like an hour at being asked. Like a proper belly laugh. And then just like, no, and slides the paper back. Yeah. I mean, we know that Siri Thane would have been a good job of it, but we did ask him way back in like Arc 1 or 2. 1, I think.
Your like thing for us is Baron Count.
There we go! Perfect! That's what he is, he's Baron Count Gotham.
I say that when you're drunk.
God, I know, right? I think he would have just done that just for the shits and giggles. I don't even think I wrote that. I think that was actual KT possessing me. Typing Baron Count. Because, of course, remember he was like going through all of his titles and he goes, Emperor of the World sounds good.
You know what happens with military ranks? You get lieutenant, you get colonel, lieutenant colonel, you get general, general. It's clearly just the same with nobility.
Yeah, right. You know, King, Baron, Count. Oh, King, Count, Threem is pretty good too. Just saying.
How about King Count?
King, Baron, Count, Threem. Anyway, this is completely off track. No more questions then, is that correct?
But there's only one other thing that we haven't
Yeah.
touched on.
No, if it involves Chiral, we're saving that.
Right, okay.
There's a reason we've not touched on that. But yeah, we'll get to Chiral, don't worry. Any questions that don't involve Chiral?
I guess just then there have been a resolution. Allah.
Why don't you roll some kind of persuasion-y, please take this job so I don't have to look for anyone else roll? Because I think it would go against what she kind of assumed she would be doing. But also, like, her fortifying as the Queensguard, Queen's Rise, is not really something that Vermi wouldn't be okay with, right? Because Vermi doesn't really need a Queensguard, we know that. Vermi's very capable. But also, so it seemed Loudon was. We've never actually seen Loudon fight, so it's hard to say. We've seen a Loudon shape fight. But yeah.
Is it?
But yeah, give me some kind of persuasion. Mm. So, so what's the total?
Waste it. 250.
It's like a difficulty 8.
What, 40?
So now let's try and remember how this math.
So the reason why that answer isn't that correct, Tron, is because it's only if you set a difficulty it knows how the effort in specialised math works. If you don't put in a difficulty, it doesn't know that. So it's 8 times 3 is 24, plus 18. 42?
42, yeah.
That was close.
I think she might take the position. There might be some initial trepidation of how much does it pay compared to what I'm doing now, because she's not going to take a pay cut from running a up-and-coming city and basically being like the project manager of making sure that city becomes a fortress to being the Queensguard, like head of the Queensguard. So she's making sure it's a pay rise, which I'm assuming with the 42 you have baked in. Or are you trying to undercut her? Have you sold her on taking a pay cut?
I think, yeah, made it attractive, particularly mentioned.
She's a bandit. She's got to think of this stuff, right? Former bandit life, you know. You got to think of the pension.
I've shown the massive, amazing sarcophagus that
like Santa had.
Still alive.
It's fair.
That coffin was trashed though when Pride went and defeated a Celestial. Yes, the picture of the catalogue. You can select your own personalised. And I think the other thing that might be important as well is just the scope of authority that it covers because she outranks you as soon as she takes that job. Which she kind of outranked you anyway by being in charge of Queen's Rise, but in a very loose, you're working, very directly for Queen Loudon, not Queen Loudon, Queen Verme at this point, Queen Lightscale. Whereas, yeah, she would definitely outrank you. She would outrank everyone except the Queen when she takes this. So, yeah, she's pretty good. Well, he had a very honorific kind of in name only, please sit on the council because you were the last person that we can find that held authority in Dink. And you also turned up because you had nothing else in your calendar. So, yeah. But no, he has no power now. Like, he just has his, random house in, I think it was Loudon Hall he lived, so before. Yeah. Yeah, so he still lives there, which is awkward because now he has to see Loudon, who he wasn't married to. Even though he thinks he was. Doesn't really know why she's still alive and divorced. It's very confusing for him, quite frankly. No one's explained. It's like, your wife, who isn't your wife, isn't dead. It's a very strange novel that was turned into a movie, and he never watched any of the intervening plot elements or read the book. So, yeah.
Lockhart wiped the last 3 months.
What do you remember now? I don't remember anything. Perfect.
I was drunk again. Strong wine. Wine.
That's good. I can write that down now that Kamala is now Queen's card.
Way.
Yay. Also, we know it's probably the only person that Verme would have approved. Really. Like, she knew Kamala. So, that's a thing. I like the idea that Kamala comes with her entourage, though. Like, all the bandits that were in her scouting party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Right, okay.
Oh God, somewhere we'll have that.
Yeah, I know. They're in a book I have somewhere as well. It's just not the book that's in front of me. Because I've moved about 4 different books for this whole game, which is silly of me. And I've started a new notepad for this arc. So, yep. It's on my own head.
Does it mean we can sign to another job that he doesn't
Probably. Definitely, probably. Do you have something in mind?
I mean, some aspect of just the potentially.
So Queen's Rise? The fortification of Queen's Rise?
Can he do that and run the prison?
Not really. There's very different locations.
Loudon Hall needs a governor.
Loudon Hall has a governor? Acting governor? Loudon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Former Queen Loudon. Yeah. It does need an actual appointed governor. She just decided she would just do that until something better was assigned. But also, people love Loudon. She made Halcyon a master wizard by literally throwing her name around. Just being like, hey, he needs the title. Just give him the bloody title. I don't care if he's done whatever he needs to do it. He has.
Next arc, Loudon wants to come back.
Queen's Rise. Mecha Loudon. By the way, what are you assigning him to then, if not that? What would you like to do them, or are you good?
I was just thinking of like.
You want to leave him in charge in the prison? Officially?
Well, I guess that or more like city guards.
I mean, ultimately, that's all Kamala's job, really. Ultimately, right? It's even her job to tell him what he's assigned to now, technically. But it doesn't really mean that you can't have assigned him to something. You might do it if you. Well, if it was a thing that was interesting to him, he'd go do it because he's definitely loyal to the crown, right? He hasn't really seen that fussed that it's Verme rather than Loudon or anything like that. None of that bugs him. He just doesn't want to be the Queen's Guard because it's so much work. If you give him a middle management job, he's probably better with that. He's quite happy being a commander. Just doesn't want to be the fucking High Commander.
Sorry, so taking the job of Daryl.
Yeah, the guy from the prison. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Where is he?
He retired himself. Remember?
He retired. No, you retired him.
I just have him underlined as my.
Yeah, because he gave you the prison job in that really obscure fucking rule that involved wardens. And then you, instead of talking to Vermi, who was locked up at the time, or arranging the party to come see her, you just went through their books. Instead of, furthering the plot. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that you'll come back to Stolt then, if need be.
And
Federo?
Daryl.
Yeah. I could not have told you his name for the life of me. I don't even know if I have that written down somewhere. Yeah. I assume I wrote it in some book, because that feels like I wrote his name down, but either way.
That was from the 3rd of February.
I wouldn't remember that. Was it a random name generator name guy? I think it was.
The same episode as
Will Books?
uncomfortable admin assistant.
Yeah, we love Will. Leave Will alone. Will's precious. So, anyway, the other thing that they wanted to do in that 3-month bubble was go talk to Kyril. So the party did arrange to talk to Kyril. What was the first visual notable thing when you saw Kyril, gang?
The gold
Yeah.
leaf.
Doesn't look like an iron ring.
Still male / but not like any gold so far.
Mm-hmm.
But
And still,
the gold leaf.
it was him. But he seemed confused when we were all like, "You pick what you look like." He was like, "Oh, I don't know."
It's like I've never thought about what I look like, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even seem consciously aware that it's kind of like
Mhm.
he's still new to accept it.
Yeah, we were all a bit weirded out by that, and had to try and sort of reassure him it was okay. Like he could look out. We supported him,
Precious Kyril.
but we felt like we should maybe give him a heads up. Like we should give him a heads up about the fact the Fae Queen might be on the moon. Is on the moon, but might be waking up. Because obviously, if she does and does something, he's the only Fae that might affect.
Also, the moon is almost
we were
completely
asking-
dark as well. That was another thing. Like, it has dimmed a lot over those 3 months.
Mm-hmm. And we were sort of trying to be like, did you know the moon was a city? Like, how up on this are you? And he's like, oh. Then tried to remember if he'd hit the moon with his meteor. Silver to the world. Yeah. And so we were like, well, maybe it might be a problem.
He also then
Bill
did
went,
reveal...
"Oh."
So he did reveal that his powers aren't as good as they were, also.
Yes. Yes. Since being healed, things take more effort.
So, like, I
Yeah,
think
can't do-
you speculated that maybe by being... I think you or Sean, I think, speculated that maybe because you've been healed by something as weird as, like, the lunar bloom,
Mhm.
has that, like, grounded you more in this world because of it.
Mhm.
But he did say, like, that thing with your grandmother, I couldn't do that again, like, straight afterwards. Like, now,
Mhm.
this long later, I could definitely do something as weird as that, but
Mhm.
definitely took a long time to build my strength back
Yeah.
up after that.
Which was like, wow. And so we chatted about moon, and he was like, maybe we could just go.
Yeah, he's like, I think I could probably get us there. And then they were there.
And yeah. Yeah, so we're on the moon.
Yeah,
And this is like halfway through-ish.
yeah.
Or 3 months.
So you're not in that present day
So-
carriage on the way to Iquio or Kiva, the present day timeline. These are
Yeah.
back a month and a half on the moon. Aren't you lucky?
Sorry.
Any questions before we jump into the pre-present timeline? Not you, I meant Alexander specifically, but any questions are welcome. You're fine. You're in fact been walking.
Has there
I mean, that was a thing I did cover actually last time. Absolutely nothing is abnormal. No spy has seen a single routine change in the city, which is weird. Like, everything runs as normal. Like, no like fanfare of, oh my god, we've brought a devil and a crystal here, or anything like that. It's literally just everything as routine. Like, sun delivering the day ceremony and everything to his people, etc. Like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm your amazing emperor. Like, everything's by routine. And that's odd, because the entire other half of the world is gearing up for a war, and also the world blowing up. And they don't seem to be caring about any of this. Almost blissfully ignorant. Like, the trade ships and stuff that they run, nothing's changed. Nothing. So that is information I did give you guys last time as well. I forgot about that. Good question.
was there any sign off?
No. None. None. And also, there's no way to like read magic that way on that scale. Like Quilburn's ability to like map out magical like pulses and stuff, it was always big over there. So very hard to see. Almost like a kind of blanket of, you know, too much to really get any fine detail, like a radar blackout situation. So
Particularly if someone with geomancy.
Yeah. It's almost like their entire landmass is also part of their power. Yeah. Pretty tough opponent, I'd say. So yeah, that was all that. So gang, welcome to this now. User all as user very like kind of familiar, I guess, now with like traveling the Feyways. Use like feel this, you know, the black marble under your foot. You feel the almost cold echo of the space expanding out around you rather than the random place you met Chiral, wherever that was in some place. Don't think we specified specifically where we met Chiral other than maybe the woods outside Cascade City again. But yeah, it feels like expansive, empty, cold. Not cold temperature-wise, just cold in sense of everything's black marble. It looks like there is... similar to things like Cascade City and Sin, there is streets. There is street lights that are not on. There is, you know, the distant stars in the sky.
Is the moon going dark because the street lights have gone out?
So.
Has the moon gone green because of the street light? So has the moon gone yellow?
It's because they're sodium burning moons. Yeah. Rather than these new LED. Yeah. Yeah, it's the day lamp. Oh wait. Yeah.
They were so vibey.
Yeah, they weren't cold, horrible, like soulless things.
Some parts of Glasgow still have.
Yeah.
Some parts of Glasgow still have them.
The budgetless places.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Drum Chapel.
So, what did you do?
Is there any sign of life?
You guys, in Chiral. Most of your source of light, by the way, is from Chiral's hair.
Not the sun, around the dark side of the moon?
I mean, user, as I described, in a dark city, everything's pretty damn dark. You can see the outline of obviously the buildings and stuff from like the distant starlight. There is no sun above this.
I activate
Wonderful.
the light setting on my light scale.
Yep.
Friendship ring.
Yep.
Does
I
Kyle
just put on
sense
my
that
shrap.
Yeah. Nice. And it works. So we know there's at least some air.
Good. Good. We didn't have any time We
Nope.
haven't said the whole thing that was the point of this, which is that we think the Fae Queen's on the moon. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't even get that far.
Chiral. Thank you. That was very impressive. I think I'm going to look at him as well. Like, does he look tired by that? As he's just said, these things now take more effort.
Yeah, so that's the thing as well. Like,
Possibly.
he seems quite taken aback by just looking at the place. Like, it's like, oh, this is interesting.
Uh-huh.
But he didn't know what to expect either, right?
Yeah.
But also keep in mind, this looks like Cascade City and Sin. He can be here.
Couldn't.
Can't go into Cascade City.
We don't. Yeah. We haven't tried City.
Well, you haven't tried to get him into Cascade City either, technically. Either. But it was very, very much said,
Yeah.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
But he's here, and this looks like it's made of the same stuff, right? Which makes sense, the iron roots, right? But yeah, but no, as for the actual question though, it's hard to tell because the sense of wonder seems to be overpowering that if he has been fatigued by moving you guys so far.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look especially tired.
Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of causality? So that we all on the moon. That doesn't sound trivial.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Myr'ra is trying to build a mirror in maybe that worked.
Well, that's something else as well for Lockheart to technically not know, is that Myr'ra collected all the shards of the mirror and has kept them in her wardrobe and just trying to basically trying to fix an obsidian mirror, learning about teleport magic and shit. It's cool. Okay. Exactly. Well, gang, what do you do? You're on the moon. You have been desperate to get here. Well, desperate's maybe strong.
Do any of the dark buildings look particularly central or important? Jail, perhaps.
Do you stay put or do you do a wander?
Staying put for now, I guess.
Okay. Nothing looks particularly like.
There's somewhere we should all go to together.
Yeah, I mean the street looks like it goes somewhere. Like it. I mean, again, if you start trying to look for somewhere of note, you see that part of the street curves round, and it all seems like all the other streets seem to go to like a focal point. Very similar to Cascade City.
Okay, so what's the goal, gang? So we know that the moon is a Fae Queen prison. We don't know whether she's just, in a building, or if she's like at the core of the moon itself. But if this city seems like it's shaped like Cascade, then maybe there's something.
Keep in mind, your range of visibility is very limited.
Yeah. It also.
Alexander?
I was just thinking if it's like Cascade's equivalent of council, where the probably have the find it for something.
It was also less. Was it again? This is all like second-hand information that we have anyway. But I feel like it was implied that she picked to stay versus like imprisoned on moon.
Yeah, so
It was, like,
the deal was
trying
that
for
she was.
Fail's sake
Yeah, she was
to
like.
make sure her people.
Yeah, she definitely said that as the terms for this, she'd have to be present. Yeah. Whatever that means,
She
really.
was supposed to be like asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
I would like to roll against
Okay.
become hyper aware of your surroundings for 10 minutes.
What I like,
Roll.
what I like as well is that's much bigger on our screen now as well on the stream, which means people have a slight chance at reading it if they're full screening. Might still be tricky on your phones. Best, you become hyper-aware of your surroundings. For 10 minutes, you are aware of all living things within long range, and by concentrating on action, you can learn the general emotional state of any of them. Yes, you sense everyone nearby. How are you all feeling, gang?
Stressed.
Curious. With a little bit of fear. Falkwin is the only that's important considering.
You've got a bit more metal in your makeup now.
Lockhart's human.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm human. Unless
You
someone
are,
else.
you are,
I
yes.
know.
Sorry,
You find
yeah,
out.
sure.
The two speakers, funnily enough. Yeah.
Mm.
What did you think Lockhart was, out of interest?
I honestly just skimmed over it.
You forgot about Lockhart? How very fitting!
I was like, yeah, Infiltrates, Dragonborn, Myr'ra. Is Myr'ra, but no, she's Nori. No, Nori's only human. Yeah, I mean that's most people. You know, if something's true for most, then it must be true for all.
Yeah, exactly. Lockhart, how are you feeling?
I feel like when Lockhart visited Falkwin with Bill, he like pushed something just out of reach of his friends. Yeah, curious.
Okay, so emotional states for everybody else. What else does Nori pick up on?
Sarah's just a little bit stressed, but just trying to keep as calm as possible. Yeah, she's trying to.
I like that you think that's not obvious with the fire around you. It's like, oh. It's like it'd be like saying boo to like Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four, and him just flaming on by accident. But no, yeah, okay. Did we miss anyone's emotional state? Did you get everyone's? Yeah, cool. So yeah, but you're not aware of anything else alive in long range.
Oh, so maybe no Amblin. Oh, he's too far away.
But this is also a city, and long range isn't that long.
Yeah. Amblin should be.
I mean, before you said on the moon, Amblin should be around somewhere is definitely a correct thought to have.
Can I what's my thing called? Check status. And see if I can feel Amblin's general emotional state as well.
Have you met Amblin? Does it need you to have met them? Those are two questions.
I'll pop it in. You can tell about.
Oh, just known to
It
you.
just says no
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So I feel like we've
Yeah,
done this with
yeah.
I haven't met. Yeah. I
Okay.
can also randomly check on 9 other
Yeah.
but I think I'll just do Amblin.
Yeah, no, and I think that's valid, right? So you want to reach out, obviously, to that. Can you give me an intellect roll?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How stressed am I about the intellect?
Well, the level of the floor is... Also, are you adding another 9 people to this list?
No.
Okay.
No, I think I for once will leave it at.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, God. But
Flashback.
plus,
all the
well, 4
Uh,
times 3 is 12.
yep, so 17?
17.
Okay, cool. So you reach out with your mind. You get a sense of Amblin, who seems to be emanating like comfort and home and like warmth, peace of mind, blah blah blah, like a whole bunch of like that vibe is what you get from him. You are also very aware you're getting nothing else from anywhere else. So like even if you had picked 9 other people,
Can't go off the moon. Possibly.
possibly.
Oh. Oh.
Wonder if that's a general specifically.
Or even if I did pick someone on the moon, is this because Amblin's next to the Fey Queen, and therefore if I pick him, I can. Maybe if I pick one of you, I still wouldn't.
I would say that Myr'ra knows enough about Ironroot to know that it's maybe likely to do with the architecture of the city. Because it wasn't. It was basically designed as their new place to live when they gave up Caldera to. So we know that from last arc.
Yeah.
So they basically went, "Oh, you can have our place because we're building a city as a moon."
It also feels like.
And I want to make sure that's clear to everyone. The moon wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yet Brown and Elsie
made her like into.
Yeah, so like they made the moon as a city. They didn't just go city, colonize moon.
Yeah. Yeah, and Brown and
That's
Elsie
a
seemed
lot.
confused that we didn't know it was a.
Yeah.
He was just like, hey.
Yeah.
Just doing napkin math.
Mhm.
If you know the world of cast the size of the Earth, and this moon is about the size of our moon.
This is when your water's already spilt over your napkin.
Then the surface area is bigger than the continent.
Yeah, you're also assuming it's as far away.
That's fair
true.
as well.
Could be closer.
Could be
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah,
So it's smaller, in fact.
Do we
So
want
at
to
the
have?
present time,
that's
we
why
know
our days are only 4 hours long. Our session times.
Far away.
Yeah,
Maybe they are.
maybe. It's too dumb a joke not to make.
Recovery takes so long.
Exactly. But anyway, so you're on the moon. You can sense Amblin. You can't sense anything else. You can sense the party, Nori, but you can't sense the life anywhere else. There's no sign of anything living in this city. You can't see that far in front of you. You've got your torch rings on. Those who have them. Ignysera's obviously ablaze to give off light as well. Yeah. Besides that, what's the plan? I think the rough plan was maybe try and head towards the central tower, if it has one.
I still think we have to tell Cairo before he maybe just stumbles into
Yeah. We've
the person
not
who
made
potentially
him
locked him in a
aware
lake.
And we don't know what he can sense either.
Yeah, I think that's maybe. Yeah.
So, whose character is most likely to be the one to approach that?
Nori.
Well, I feel as I'm the one who bullied us all into going to talk to him in the wood.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. I was just
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
I think that's also what Myr'ra's stressed about. She's less stressed about the moon in general, and she's more stressed about Cairo's feelings.
Something that's maybe worth saying to Lockhart, though, is I think the moon worries were said to Serethane, right? I think we did cover that.
Yeah.
And he did say that's not as important as the world blowing up right now.
Yeah, which fair.
Yeah. And he hasn't had a lot of free time he's ever given to people either. He has been on the move, busy, etc., doing basically weaponizing everything. Not so much that sounds too weaponizing his time, I guess, is a better way of putting that. He's very focused, because if not, probably mighty distracted by grief.
Yeah.
So yes.
Cairo, you said when you got out of your prison, you couldn't sense any others of your kind. Still true?
Kind of turns to you and they smile, in that kind of pleasant, interaction way. And they go, should I be?
Oh, well, during our previous... Myr'ra looks for a word that isn't adventure, because she's it was quite stressful, and world-ending consequences.
Journey.
Endeavour. Journey. some
In our
information.
time,
Not.
with Melvin Brad.
Came to us that the fake queen might be here on this as part of whatever agreement and
His like pleasant conversational face doesn't change, but you can definitely tell his body language changed. Like very much like a what trouble am I in now vibe.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then his face kind of drops with the "Oh." Interesting that
Sorry.
she remains, and singular based on how you describe her.
Again, we don't know. No.
Okay, player agency. Have we told Kyril humans
No.
to?
We've not told anyone about the human.
Nori and Lockhart are like, we've got drunk a lot. 3 months of binge drinking and travel. But no, I think we all agreed that that would serve nothing to the cause and only potentially cause mass panic, which none of us want.
Yeah.
None of us want
And we're
Lockhart.
also under the impression that we are the only ones holding that information.
Yes. So it would die
So
with
that's
yous.
just yeah. Unless we tell people.
Do we think Kyril ought to?
Again, what does that help him? I think my worry was I didn't want him to run into the Fey Queen and be surprised. It was just like we should forewarn him. But obviously, he took the moon bit quite literally, and now we're here. So.
It's just the way he picked up on singular. If we know that she's, I feel like he'll expect us to also know. So.
Well, the answer that generally is given in that moment, which Vermi would have told him at some point as well when he got released from his prison by her, would have been the Fey Wars ended, the Iron Roots ended the Fey War, there was an agreement, the Fey left, and have been sealed out by the magics used by the Iron Roots protecting us, which isn't untrue, it's just really untrue.
Yeah, agreed. And maybe he has context. Something about the face.
I
Smell
also
of rat.
wonder if his interest in her singularity is because he or they have been, that's been a whole big thing. Kyril is not all the Fae, Kyril is Kyril. And that's been a whole, I think that's how we've persuaded people not to murder them on sight. So,
Okay, yeah, and if Kyril can't kill the queen, but the queen is still, maybe the queen is also
Yeah.
singular. In this, oh shit! If the moon is the present for the queen, does it work the same way as the lake for Kyril?
You mean that?
God.
You mean that lake? How did that lake work? Do you remember? Those who were there at the lake. I'm looking at you three. What was all the descriptions? Oh, yeah, the moon, right? What did I say about the moon?
Black and white, and it was lots of reflect.
It was like the lake reflecting the moon. It's not like that was going to come up
yeah.
later. I told you I need to write this stuff down, otherwise it just is in here, okay? So this is why you are all getting subjected to it.
Yes, and it was like there was no colour.
It's like time stopped. Yeah.
Like time stopped.
You could walk on the water because it was like glass.
Yeah.
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 What else is like weird dark transportative glass?
Oh.
What's this city made out of?
Myr'ra.
What's this city made out of?
What's it, obsidian? Yeah.
The Blackstone that
Okay.
cascades it, it's all the same iron root
Mhm.
magical mirror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what both Ethane and Brandonel's armor was
Yep.
made out of.
Mm.
So therefore, what the mirror in my cupboard's made out
Yep.
of.
Yep.
Oh.
But look
What's
at
the lake
but-
made out of?
but you have that knowledge. You have gained that through this journey.
Mhm.
You can piece a lot of that
But that's
together.
different to the other thing called the thing that was made from silver. It's
Oh,
also
the
glass.
moonlight glass.
Moonlight glass, and that's what Sarithane's sword
Yes.
was made of.
That's what Chiral taught people how to, or he
Yeah.
implied he taught people how to, and that's why he was imprisoned, because he was actively arming people against the Fae.
Brought silver and then
Mhm.
taught people to make weapons. But not humans, because they didn't exist.
But it also does, unfortunately, suggest that Sarithian can't or won't make the blades. Because why wouldn't you arm yourself with one of the best weapons possible? Right, so that either means Moonglass is better than the blades, or the blades are just so unique. They can't be made by just anybody.
Because yes, we're also presuming that Sarithan, just because he's an iron root, carries the knowledge of his
Yes!
entire
Technically
so he might have
does.
just been a barbarian, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the Doctor Stone thing. Just because you're a human from now who
Mhm.
wakes up in like 5,000 years
Doesn't mean you're going to be getting good, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't mean you have the knowledge necessary to be powerful.
Well, I can draw it for you.
Magic.
Get me an etch a sketch. A what? Yes. So,
Okay.
you ask Chiral that, obviously. Chiral looks very more like concerned, but you're not sure if it's concerned for themselves or the other themselves, potentially. Which maybe, like, obviously, you're like theorizing, maybe it is this sense of, is she a singular entity now? Is she alone? Also, why can't I feel like there's a lot of that vibe that seems reasonable to suggest that's what's going through Chiral's like mind.
Yeah.
But also, it could just be like Chiral's limitations now, right? Like Chiral is like diminished to the one you met originally. Insofar as scope, maybe not person. They're definitely more person than they were before. But maybe that's correlated.
Yeah, that was kind of immediately going through my head when it's like, are they becoming more human? All the other Fae are humans now, as opposed to these reality warp monstrosities.
I thought Lockhart moved his hand to like object to weak human. I'll have you know, I've lobotomized a man psychically for months. But so,
you know, squishy, fleshy thing as opposed to Eldritch Order.
Yeah. What's
Which
the thought?
I guess those can be squishy and fleshy as well, but without the same.
Yeah, Myr'ra might sort of word vomit out, like the kind of, we just didn't want you to bump into this without warning.
And like they go like
Kind of
like
gestures
they,
up for me.
yeah, and like they lean forward, they put like their hand on like the side of like your shoulder, and like they can like do that thing where like they can like rub it with their thumb, and like it's just kind of say, the concern's appreciated and probably quite suitable. And they say that in a very like they're clearly thinking a lot kind of way, but they didn't want to like leave that moment without acknowledging the kind of like friendship implied in it. And they say, might there be other information I should be privy to before we venture off into the dark together? I do seem to stand out.
If Falkwin wants to take that and run with it, do it.
Yeah, I feel like Falkwin's very sharp feeling humanity. Indeed, Kai. We haven't told you yet full details of Brandon.
deal.
Yes. That's so you've probably been told that climax of the war, something happened. The Ironroot side, all of their souls soon to they would be given permanent as the human race.
He raises a very golden eyebrow. Like, oh, I see. That would be why I was quite unfamiliar with some of you when I was released from the prison. But it's as if they're now realizing that they have conflicting information. Because obviously, when they came out of their prison, they would have been preserved before that happened. And then they got released into it as it warped around them. Huh. I didn't think about that until now.
So obviously humans reproduce and have short lifespans compared to, for example, given the amount of the war, certainly the case that those original Fae that were turned into humans are safe. I suppose we're all descendants of.
Then it would seem that I'm not quite as alone as I thought. Kind of like looks at everyone like kind of like a lot like more pleasantly, as if they've just realized their extended family got really big.
Yeah.
Just them two.
You've got some human in you somewhere, we think.
Maybe.
I mean, even like Myr'ra has some human.
Oh yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's
Mhm.
Dad's human.
And
Yeah.
also,
not even that far.
like, anyone that has someone that's heritage,
Yeah, the Barlen
like,
are humans. Yeah, it's just that they might not stay human by whatever definition matters to them. But people born of Barlen are Helborn considered.
but the Barlen have to be started as found at no other race.
Well, I was going to say, you haven't found out the definitive of they have to be, but you definitely haven't ever seen any record of anyone that wasn't human that made a deal. And then you thought, wait a minute, that's a bit odd. How interesting. Then you learned the Fae became humans, and you went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Of course.
So what we don't really understand with that is whether the Fae just naturally like making deals, or whether, from the devil's point of view, the deal making is only useful because of the residual Fae-ness of humans.
Yeah, like the almost pliability of their energy.
Mm.
It's hard to see.
So interesting things there.
Mm-hmm.
But where was I going with that?
Well, mostly Kyle just said they realised that their extended family got a lot bigger, and they seemed quite happy about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And the other condition of this deal was that the Fae Queen, who was Ranahel, wanted to be able to remain, I suppose, observe the progress of a race. I don't really know. I really don't understand.
Perhaps she will be forthcoming in answers then. Maybe we should go ask her.
I'm concerned about this idea.
No more than I am. I was imprisoned by her.
Indeed.
And my crimes haven't exactly not, and he kind of looks around, had consequences.
Oh.
Speaking as a human race seems to be doing good.
He like thinks to himself.
Maybe
I think Myr'ra thinks about like giant cascade of magic.
Yeah.
Cat invasion.
Humans think.
Also, the humans didn't enslave the Rakashans. The humans didn't enslave the Rakashans. The humans didn't rip a crystal out of a big giant dinosaur's face. Like,
Yeah.
humans did none of that.
Yeah.
So really, Falkwin's not wrong. They're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the standards of the world.
I mean, they did make a whole bunch of deals with devils, and that's probably caused loads of untold problems in the world. But that's for other people.
The usual kind of conceit of humans and fantasy. They're it's kind of short-sighted race.
Well, Lockhart does wear a Lockhart did nothing wrong t-shirt, so
And no one
Yeah.
remembers otherwise.
exactly.
I'm of sold them in every public.
Exactly. It's the consolation prize when you fleece them at gambling.
Yeah. They're not very good at urban planning. They're not very good at, limiting their population. They're not very good. They're not good at the long term.
What I love is you're also just describing the Fae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we
They
should have
don't-
seen
they
it
don't
the whole
manage the
time.
resources.
Hiding in plain sight.
We
But
were
yeah.
just here the whole time.
Does anybody else have any objections other than like Carol's energy to like reinforced now to be like, let's go find the Fae Queen because she probably has a lot of answers. She also might be very angry at me, but that's the dice we're rolling.
Right, unless we decide to get Kyle, that's kind of the thing that we're.
I also think, again, whether Myr'ra or Hannah says this, I don't really mind. Also, I'd be happy to see it.
And we do need to find out whether change in moon is
Mhm.
something dangerous, and whether that's something
I'm glad we remembered that key point.
that we're here.
Yeah.
The moon potentially
Yeah.
falling from the sky is possibly
Yeah.
bad. Mhm.
No, let's wipe that information from
Yeah.
everybody's mind. And not think about it again.
It's like, Chiral, can
Right,
you
it's fine.
amplify Lockhart's mind wipe powers and just remove it as a plot point?
Yeah. Like just there, I was like, wait, no, hang on. Something about what I just said.
Yes!
Confused.
Yeah.
Can we just leave? Are we just bound?
Like, morally, can you leave versus, like, can you do the act of leaving? Yeah. If I jump really, really strongly, can I get back to Cascade?
Yeah, like, is it as simple as we just need to see the Fae Queen because we're here, but we don't live any goal? Like, difficult? Oh, wait a minute.
The moon's broke.
Oh, there is a problem.
So yeah, anyone get any objections or want to do anything else other than try and head towards the centre of Moon City? Well, it's called Soma, remember, it is called Soma.
I mean, unless there's any kind of like
Other than
moons distributed or something
No.
that seems alive.
nothing like that, it just looks like Cascade City, and it does seem very similarly geared towards the central point. Hannah, what were you going to say?
That seems
I was just going to say, I bet Quillbone would love a souvenir from you.
Hell yeah. I mean, there's lots of
Oh,
build.
might not be able
Myself
to.
at any moon
Loose rocks.
I mean, it's a very immaculately kept, tidy, clean city. Lots of buildings around, right? You haven't told me you are going to.
Because we can't see in the dark.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all very clean in the dark. But yeah, Lockhart, did you have anything you wanted to ask there? It looked like you were gearing up for a question. No? Okay. Cool. Nori, anything you want to do before you set off?
No, I don't. I think my investigation's proven that nothing out there.
Yeah, no, I'm just assuming that like Nori's trying to keep it like keep edgy about this, right? Like you're trying to make sure that you're looking out in case there is anything that disturbs that like absence of other like hustle and bustle of a city and stuff. But yeah, where'd you go? I think I know the answer, but I need you to say it.
Let's follow the paths towards Central.
Follow the yellow black.
Follow the black
dark
brick road.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yes, again, the moon is called Soma. That seemed to be the name of the city, according to the way Brandon L spoke of it. And yes, that does technically mean people deified this place over time. So yes, technically this is like the god of the harvest as well. So there is that. You head through the city. Again, there's no sign of life anywhere. It's still just an abandoned city. But not in the sense that it looks like nobody lived here, rather than people left. Right? So things are immaculately like, this is here. It's not, oh, the door's open, or there's like spilled luggage somewhere or whatever. Like, there's nothing like that.
Nobody actually
I
arrived.
guess they built it, and then before they could move in.
Oh, they built Cascade City, yeah. Like, they built that instead, to then make a place for everybody to be safe from the Fae. So, they were. I love how they were like, "We'll just build a second city. We're not bringing people up here."
I wonder if building the moon thing that. Ooh, these people have some fun history. It's the Iron Roots hubris. You don't just build a moon.
You don't just build a moon. That should be the they were then. You
Yeah.
don't just build a moon. Iron
Or
Root
again,
hubris.
even if indirectly, them doing this might have given Sloth his idea for,
Yeah.
which is also the other thing blamed for maybe opening the door somewhere.
Like that, just because they're called devils, sloths pants that make them refer to as hell.
So it is hell, and that's where the word help and salvation came from in this world. Because he wanted everyone to be there and be free of death and the cycle. He was like, we're building a home for us to live in, but empty's welcome. So yeah, he was people seem like he was a pretty good guy. Except for all the potential mass betrayal.
Yeah.
Yep. We might hear more about that in the near future.
When's that again? At this point in time?
After the moon, I guess after the moon.
Crash the moon into the seat of the sun. The irony!
Let's do it.
Can we
And we
aim
can
this
blame the
thing?
Lunar Empress. So perfect.
Typical emperor blaming his wife. But yes, so you start heading down the empty, like, immaculate streets. You head down. You're walking obviously for a long time because it's a big fucking city. Obviously, your like field of vision only going to go so far, and like the starlight only does so much. Because even the concept of a star in this world feels like a distant, far-off magical thing, rather than a god, which the sun is for this world. So, yeah. Although they worship the moon, and the moon's a big city, so who knows what the god, like the sun is? We don't know. Maybe Alata was also like, you know, another city for like really, really, really cold people. So, as you get closer and closer, out of like the kind of like almost impenetrable darkness that is in front of you by like, you know, like 60 feet or whatever, you start to like have this like, you know, like more structured buildings similar to the central plaza area of Cascade City. However, this has, see like where the circular squares, like the circular town squares, where they seem to like be many of them around this central spire, and they all have a very, very tall, like maybe like 15-foot tall obsidian glass sheet standing straight up. It's also like, you know, as wide as like say 2 carts wide or whatever. Like they're big like obsidian glass panels that come out from the center of these circular squares.
I wonder if this is where the Myr'ra should have taken.
Kyle just smiles.
It's like transport link.
But like these circle the central spire. There seems to be like maybe 12 of them or whatever, like spaced out around it evenly.
Do they reflect light?
What?
outwards?
What light?
Oh, the light from
I mean, it looks like you're shining on black marble, but just incredibly polished. Like you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like spotless is the word I'm using, but it wasn't the word I was looking for. But like it's highly polished, reflective. Like, you know, if you got so close with your ring, you'd see your face in it. It's a mirror, right? Whereas like the black marble, like the slightly more rough structures around stuff, everything's like perfectly engineered in a way, but it's not all reflective, right? It's just like very marbled black stone, but it is highly polished. It's just not super reflective. All the buildings and stuff, these are like to the point where you might have tried to walk through it had you not realized, oh, that's reflecting my torchlight because everything's dark. Like these are that polished, and they sit in they sit in space like they're not there. But you have seen obsidian mirrors before. You can guess these are obsidian mirrors, just on a very big scale.
Move the whole city up and down. Not the 1,000 people into Viktor, rather than the.
Yeah, you could probably guess this is a mass transit situation here with the 12 of these sites. Whereas in Cascade City, there's a lot of stuff built up around that area. And it doesn't seem like there's any sign of any like obsidian mirrors there, but that might just have been to help cut off this place even more. Bunch of wizards poking their nose into mirrors.
Equivalent.
No, Sloth lived in the right outskirts of the city, like where like they built up a lot of kind of slum style buildings even within the city. They were just less maintained. He had a little kind of like townhousey thing out there, right on the absolute edge before the slums on the outside got built up. I say slums loosely; they're not really slums. It's just extra structures that aren't on the elitist inside of the city. But Sloth lived on the inside, probably because he's been there for a long ass time. Yeah. And you's probably appeared somewhere randomly in like the middle. If we're looking at it as like a radius of the center to the outside, you's probably appeared somewhere in the middle because you haven't walked for hours.
Still no signs. Movement or life.
No, nothing.
Nori's.
No. You thought there was as you got closer to those mirrors and then realized they're mirrors.
No.
But no, there's nothing. No people, no nothing. No animals.
To the spire.
What's the plan, gang? Yeah? Can't see that far.
I could
He's
fly
got
up.
yellow.
Say queen.
As I said, based on the light sources you've probably got about 60 foot of good vision. Other than like blobs and shapes and then just darkness. You could try and fly to the top, if you have some way of doing that.
Hover. Yeah, like an elevator. But I feel like going in.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if it's like the tower that Brennan was in, there's a big slab of black. Well, anyway.
So yeah, you just go up the steps, the very large, massive steps, similar to the Cascade, like central spire for the council chambers. And like as you like start climbing the steps, Kyril turns to me and goes, "Do we knock? Should we knock?"
Of
Like,
course.
try.
Who wants the honours? And gestures towards the like big double doors. Again, almost like a mirror image of the one in Cascade City.
We had one
Eventually,
design.
not to have the responsibility We're trying doors first.
A door puzzle, you say, in a roleplay game.
Yeah, another one. So, step forward and tentatively knock 3 times.
I do like that someone said you shouldn't enter without knocking. That's just rude. Hello, Shotgun Andy. Thanks for joining us in the chat. But yes, so you're going to go forward and knock on the door, yeah, Nori?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, again, doesn't make a lot of sound when you, like, rap on the door. Not at all. It's almost like it's absorbing the sound.
Well, no one should be.
Carl said, Didn't you inform me that this is in fact where the fake queen might be?
Yeah, so this is something for running over in his head. It's like, would she just be in a building? Would she just in the city? Is she kind of trapped in some chamber in the centre? And deep up underground. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the way that
Mr. Random might answer.
Who tries the door?
Oh, you're all looking at me again.
I don't mind doing it.
Nori might do. Falkwin's definitely got the. Well, you know, we're outside of. Not that Nori.
Well, he does care about rules. He needs to know how to break them.
Without being called.
Exactly.
Circumvent.
Yes, sorry, circumvent. Yes. I like that Nori's upgrade to it, like Nori's like arc was to then bring a lawyer with him to help circumvent. That was Nori's arc. I've got better at the law.
I was about to say, now we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, so Nori, I think that said you were just going to happily open the door. That's what I heard.
I think tentatively.
Oh, tentatively. Yeah, sorry, tentatively. There's that GM player translation matrix that happens where it's like, tentatively, happily, eagerly, without care.
I put my shoulder on it and I go.
Yeah, so like, you like push open the big door and it does move like effortlessly in.
Just waiting for speed.
Gets to the other side and he goes.
But yeah, like you head in, I guess. Yeah.
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 Is it pitch black inside? Any chance?
Yeah, it's still dark inside. Yeah.
Is there a light switch?
Roll to find a light switch. Roll me a perception.
Oh.
Okay.
Now.
Did we already establish that hedge magic is not good?
A big source, probably not.
I think we've tried that.
But like, I think I can do a little source. Yeah, like I think I can do a candle easily. Yeah. And a candle would just be a bit like less good than a torch, but still good enough to like read something by or like not trip over something that wasn't running at you.
Yeah, I guess Falkwin will have. Yes.
So what you're saying is you're going to try some magic.
Oh boy.
As I just need you to confirm that you're going to try some magic.
You haven't tried any
yet? A bet has been off, so I bet will.
Yeah, you just like obviously long ago. When
nonchalantly take my.
Well, I assume you'd have done that like way back when everybody else was like lighting up stuff. Was the implication you gave me when you said I've probably had my candle? And so you obviously summon your magical celestial powers, and your candle just appears effortlessly. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So the roll that you got, what was it?
The
So
oh,
okay, cool.
God, math is so hard.
So you're maybe familiar with some of the architecture because you live in Cascade City, like your family's actually in one of the structures that was there. So yeah, the actual like interfaces are like very much almost touch based. So you find the correct part of the wall where the light switch should be, and like you activate it, and like the entire like corridor just is flooded with like this pale white light that doesn't. No, it doesn't do that at all. It in no way like blinds anyone. Like it's just now like light.
Like it was light the whole time.
Like it was light the whole time.
Oh.
It's a zip later.
It's how we know Sam Reich is a fae.
We should write to him.
Yeah.
Say, did you know?
Did you know you were a fae? But yes, so this place is now illuminated. You don't necessarily know if it goes up to other levels, but this level seems illuminated. And again, it looks like the welcoming floor that is the same as the one in Cascade City, and just a lot less things in it because there's no like built-up desks or like offices, or there's not. It's just like a big welcoming floor. Off in the distance, though, like kind of that like maybe like round the left-hand side of the kind of tower floor, you can see that there is like what looks like discarded like supplies of some kind.
Edible supply.
Don't know. Go look. Yeah. So you head across the tower floor, and you head there, and it's clearly just been someone that's dumped stuff. They clearly don't want to carry up a bunch of stairs. There is no dead bandit clutching a jar with a bee in it, luckily.
Okay. Good.
But
is there a stamp on anything that says former Great Wizard of Loudon?
There's nothing that looks like. This looks like the thing you'd give like a kid to go outside for like the afternoon to go like camping with his friend or something. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the level of supplies that are in this pack. There's nothing like personal or important, or like it does look like a my first camping bag situation. There's nothing edible or like perishable of any kind in it. There's not even like an empty water skin or anything. It's literally the equivalent of like a sleeping blanket, another blanket that might be like hung over a branch or something, like a kind of like more kind of like jute style spun piece of cloth that isn't comfortable to like wrap around you but would be to hang over a tree, and some kind of like very thin twine, and that's really it. There's nothing else of like import. You would normally expect to see like some kind of small traveling knife in a kit like this as well, but there's nothing like that here. So if so, that means whoever's stuff this is, they probably took that with them.
A Queen is another trick. Had enough of spooky children.
So here's the thing, Sean. My GM style, okay, involves spooky children.
All the children are spooky.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, you know who might be quite handy in the city built by the Iron Ring? Would be Abby, the Adept child.
Don't want to ask. Don't want to know. She's hiding. I'm content to leave her hiding. She can just stay in the shadows.
You mean Falkwin's curiosity wouldn't get the better of him? Someone who is technically, if the rumors are true, would be part of this city.
Yes.
This city is bound by an Aberdac equation, right?
Falkwin.
And 2 children.
There's such conflict.
Sorry, I'm doing the thing that I normally do to Hannah. Says, here's this thing.
Would you like to poke it with a stick?
On the one hand. Yes. Might be interesting, even from a point of view from the point of view of trying to make understanding from it would be interesting to hear Abby's thoughts. On the other hand, Falkwin's definite existential And doesn't really want to poke that dragon.
Valid.
And for now, Falkwin will
Okay.
not be.
The sense of relief Alu Ben gives you is immense, but there's also the morbid curiosity of, but would have liked to see what happened.
I'm sure.
Yeah. She's not without massive risk taking either. Like, we know that. Okay, cool.
She's got her radiation straw. She's ready to start slurping.
Can you cast Golden Light now as just a thing because of her? Is that not a thing you can just do? I feel like that might be something you can just do. That doesn't mean it's not something you can do. We've learned that many times from people's character sheets.
That's fair.
But I'll let you look that up in the book if that helps, because you might be able to cast more light. I'm not even sure. Because I mean, I feel like
directly from.
I just feel like Alu Ben's. Yeah, I was gonna say she's quite bright. That might just be how I've described how she looks, though, more so than the book giving you that power. But it's worth a wee look.
I'm sure I updated for tier 4.
As I said, have a look. I'm going to continue the narrative. Are we doing anything else on this floor, or are we going up or down?
Yeah,
I think Nori would use his tracking skills. I know it's going to be difficult in this sort of. Obviously, he's have a little look at the equipment, see all of the left.
There's absolutely nothing to follow. There's no like tracks, no nothing, no dust, no dirt, no nothing. There's just that stuff, clearly like hidden away from the door, but only when the lights were out. Like when the lights went on, it was really obvious there's like a pile of stuff there because there's nothing else in this big empty room. So, yeah, and there's stairs up and stairs down.
Should we try?
You also, so Nori, for your thing as well, Nori, you could just take the stuff if you want it.
No. No.
You want some twine? I'll give you some twine.
This is near a door on the exit, so if there's going to be any of that, it'll be on the way back. Or
Yeah.
down again.
No worries. Cool.
Yeah, I was going to say either we go for the equivalent of council chamber or the equivalent of vault where the soul well was.
I think Nori would also turn to Falkwin and say, have some sort of up or down the stairs.
Unfortunately, not if it's somewhere that I've never seen before. My eyeballs need to go to the third eye thing.
And while we've talked about leapfrogging that by like looking through the thing, then casting it again to get further, it's hard to do in the dark.
I think.
But as camp, if we want to call it that, whoever left it.
Or they just turned the lights off when they left. Right?
No, I was meaning like if it was an obvious place. Obviously, it seemed a bit dark.
I mean, that could be anything though, right? Like, it could be just you don't leave stuff out in the open. Maybe they didn't want to trip over it. Right? Like, it could be any number of reasons. Did they think when they left out there was anyone else going to come to the moon and steal their stuff? Think about those words I just said.
Yeah, but she's a sort of lunatic thinking.
Yeah, well, appropriate choice of words.
Didn't count on us, did they?
Also, I think definition of lunatics, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say Lunacy is just automatically going to be a contender for the title of today's episode.
But anyway, up or down? Or out, I guess. Because you could probably make the assumption that all the other doors that are in here, all other 11, are probably the ones that lead to those circular town squares.
In Cascade, the council chamber was the Chamber of the Blades at the top.
Yeah. Well, the highest level
However,
anyone
there's
could get
something
to.
going on. Yeah, sure.
However, the
My
blade room is
personal
in the basement.
Yeah, the vaults for the blades was in the basement.
Balls one. Yeah. Like, my initial intuition was, well, if the moon is the present, then clearly the present cell is the centre of. On the other hand, city on the surface, room for in a building that feels like a council building. And maybe there's something important in the same place that the main council is.
Well, there's no sign that anybody else has gone up or down, so
Correct. There isn't any.
Yes.
There's like no tracks
Mhm.
again. They can't see that something going up or down. There's no light sources
think
coming
they do-
across or down.
Boring, real world. If we go down, we've got to go further up. Whereas if we go
Yeah.
up first, going down's
Oh.
easier.
Yeah, there's another thing. We know exactly how far up we can go. Like we saw that the building has a finite height.
No, you didn't.
So we know how far.
No, we didn't. It's too yet. Dark.
Oh,
You didn't see the top of the
Yeah, I
tower.
don't-
Let's say go
towers.
up.
my assumption.
we're not being
is that
chased,
going
so
up-
assume we go up. Sorry. If we were
Yeah.
being chased, we don't go up. Sorry.
If we're being chased by a Dalek, though, pre them being able
Yeah.
to climb, we would go up.
Okay, so just to clarify Sean's recollection, when you were outside, you couldn't see the top of the tower because of the darkness that your sight hit. You could make the assumption, though, it's a mirror, like everything else seems to have been, of the one on Cascade City, which means you have a rough idea of how tall it is.
My argument is that even if it is taller than we expect, it still has to stop at some point. Whereas if we go down, this is a moon, we could potentially be going down for a long time, depending. So it makes sense to do the quick diversion. In case the downstairs actually does go into the centre of the planet.
There's like a hatch on it, and you go on, it's just like the white surface of the moon. It's like, oh, we'll close that back over.
Yeah. It's just like there's a tunnel that goes all the way through. You don't need to take stairs down, so you can just jump because you go past the centre of the gravity and you just kind of move in harmonic motion, land, and then at that.
I think we're doing that thing where we have a decision to make as a party, and we're talking around the decision. So I think the consensus is up.
I don't go
I
up.
say up.
Okay, I think that's
Up.
3 for up, which I think is the deal breaker there. Yeah,
Let's do it.
who goes first?
I'll go. I might know where the light
I
switches
don't
are.
mind.
Okay. It's wide enough for you to all walk side by side, you know?
We
So,
do that.
yeah. It's arm in arm up the stairs like a
Roll.
musical.
Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you start
It's just
ascending.
the montage.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, it's a musical episode for Arc 5 when you need to do some filler. Like we need that. Is there anywhere else you are looking to try and stop off in your mind map of Cascade City in this tower? Or are you just going to try and go for the Grand Council chamber where it would be?
I think Grand Council.
Yeah.
We'll go and find the room that we were playing for the trial.
Could we leave anything in there and hope to find it again?
Like the mirror version of it.
Okay, what are the landmarks in Cascade? Interesting. We went to Sloth's house. We went to the White Hole,
They're all
the Arcana.
at the tower.
And they all seem like very Cascade society dependent. Seem particularly important, and we'd expect there to be mirrors here.
They were both set up by humans.
Yeah. Is there any iron
meanings.
root original things in Cascade?
Most of like the
that-
central parts, the weird parts are like the Arcanatrix is a very kind of special case. Like it has like a lot of repurposed buildings as a larger complex, and things have been built over it and stuff. So they've like purpose built over Cascade architecture. They just because they can't change Cascade architecture, but it's like a big campus ultimately, rather than one big building, as it were. And then you've got the Whitehall is a completely added building that is not of Cascade architecture. So that's further out of the central circle. The central circle is pretty immutable, other than stuff that's been stapled on top. And yeah, I think that's really it. Like Sloth lived in the outskirts of the city. And the city is all walled off as well, and the wall is part of the infrastructure of the city, the Black Wall. And again, elements of this architecture are reminiscent. Cascade City and Soma are very similar. The Sin is not a mirror of these, and Sin also has been illusioned, as you know, to be white marble. You did learn that when you went there. It's all very, very like celestial, bright and light, and very different to the like when you like peeled back the curtain, it's black marble.
I suppose that Sin maybe grew. I know it's on a caldera of a volcano, but grew a bit more naturally and organic. And both Soma and Cascade were like design cities.
I think you learned at the time it's the devils thought it looked better, bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
The design and the layout and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're planning for the heavenly, celestial elements of their lives. Yes. But the city itself being a different shape and stuff makes perfect sense. It's a much more like organically built thing. Grew as it needed, as you said, etc. Yeah. So yeah.
These two will.
Right. So I guess you muse all this as you climb the stairs for quite a while.
So many stairs. We've done this before as well. How many times in the
So
Cascade Tower?
so many times.
Oh,
I like the idea this is like the loading screen though between levels. Where it's just you guys on this bloody like little kind of like almost 8-bit graphic. Like a Castlevania game or something. So as you like ascend, you get to the floor probably after quite a while. Right? Just by not wanting to be knackered by the time you get there. You get to like quite a different layout from the Cascade Tower. It seems like there are a lot less rooms on this floor. It seems like the central room is much bigger. And there seems to be one door in and out, which is currently closed. And I don't know if you remember, but that door was like solid in Cascade City. You're presented with this.
Solid as in was just a flat wall?
Yeah.
Or...
Like a doorway shape, but the wall was like sealed, basically. And that is what like the Cascade one is as well. And this one is closed.
Shall we knock
You
again?
knock again.
Needs to be polite, I suppose. Any for pound.
Who knocks? Okay. Yeah.
We all look at Nori.
I think then you go up, you knock again, like almost no sound comes from this. The only reason you hear it, you think, is because it's your bones hitting this. And then, yeah, like you also feel a bit of give in the wall when you knock on it.
Tentatively.
Yeah, and as you rest your hand against the wall, it does just like almost glide to the side, revealing something that can everyone give me an intellect defense roll, please?
Intellect defense.
Yes,
Oh no.
an intellect defense roll, please.
This is where I need to read my
use my-
character.
It's like-
I've got closed mind.
Yeah, it's like, does anyone have closed mind for the intellect defense training?
Don't, but I have armor. Like,
Okay, that might come in handy.
I was trying to remember how that works. Like,
God, rolling terrible.
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1.
Yeah, so
Not a crow.
intellect defense is a skill.
It's worth looking for a skill if you've wrote one in, because you've probably had some stats to write one in. Otherwise, it's just an intellect roll. Yep.
Add closed mind to it, just roll it, and then afterwards just.
Yeah, like just do it like you would and modify the roll.
Yeah. So closed mind. So for me, I added intellect defense as a skill. Set it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's perfect.
I didn't.
Okay, so Ignysera, for your role, is that technically the training rather than effort that you've spent? Because it's mathematically the same thing, right? It just means you didn't spend intellect to do that, or did you, in fact, also throw effort in?
I threw effort in
Yeah.
because it's.
Cool. Okay, so
I controls.
yep, they're just rolls.
I also have. And so 2 levels of effort, I think. At Edge of Fire.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So can we say that I did my 2 free effort?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
So, Falcon, what's your total? 25?
10. I
What?
28.
Oh, did I miscount? That's right. It's 20. It's. You're putting 2 levels of effort in, so it's way more than that. Sorry, I just can't count. So it's 3, and 3 is 9, 19.
It should be a difficulty 6.
I don't care about that. I want to know the final number. So you rolled a 10. You've added 1 for training, so that's
I rolled a
3
10,
you're adding.
1
You've
for
put
training,
another 6 in, so it's
2
19. Cool, 19. I don't know how I counted 25. I genuinely don't know how I got there. Nori, what's your total? 19?
19.
Perfect. Kalli. 21. It's blackjack.
I counted 9 properly. Because I was thinking 1.
That's okay.
I believed it's
And then
3.
Lockheart. Cool. Yeah, because you're like up and down. Yep. Yeah, this is one of the few times your inability comes up, where because you're empathic, it actually lets people in your brain easier. So that's 14 for you, and then Myr'ra.
14 as well.
14. Okay.
oh, is this going to count? Sorry, I should have didn't read the part. Is it?
No, but it's the one you didn't say. It's probably more likely to confuse you generally. But that's more of a byproduct of what I'm about to describe, rather than an actual game effect. No one's casting Confuse Lockheart, you know? This is more just how your brains react to what you're looking at. So I don't really know if any of them are appropriate. But you know what? I'll just add 3 on anyway. You can have a 17. Fuck it. Because it doesn't make a difference. So, all of you, when you look into the door slides back effortlessly. Obviously, you'd maybe expect to see like the Grand Council chamber, maybe like on a bigger scale. You'd expect to see the table in the center. All the chairs were added, remember, so those wouldn't have been in there if it was made of the like the black marble. But as you look into this room, all of your vision seems to be pulled to a central point. It all seems to be like as if it's bleeding into this weird outline that looks oddly humanoid. It's as if the world's pouring into that shape.
I hesitate to ask, but for the 3 that met Cairo in the lake prison, does this sound familiar?
No,
Oh,
Cairo was shapeless and formless. This is very definitively the world bent around this shape, pouring in. And everyone take 10 damage to your brain So if you have brain armor,
Brain.
Yeah, brain
Yeah.
armor.
I think I got board work on my brain.
I think it just counts as one armor. It doesn't state that it's brain armor, unfortunately, so I don't think ward counts. But you can also just have it, because I'm in that kind of mood.
Okay.
Mostly because I'd want
There's
board.
no plus-
What's that?
plus 3 damage worth of
Your what, sorry?
special for rolling on a 19. Carries a plus 3 damage. 13 or
So,
minus 3.
no. So that damage is not relevant because it's not a combat check that you're doing. Okay. The minor effect, though, is worth talking about. Because we did skip over that a little bit. So I think what I'd like to do then in that case is I'm going to just take control of that little narrative effect and say that this isn't the only thing in this room. But you have no clue what else is there. You just know. Maybe because of your discerning mind, maybe because of your awareness, maybe because of, like, sorry, not your discerning mind, sorry, your whatever the awareness move was called. Was it just awareness? But yeah, your just perception, maybe even like your, I guess, elven heritage pushing through, like, despite this thing dominating your brain, you know there's something else here, not just that.
Does brain attack go to intellect?
Oh, this is an intellect damage thing. Yeah, so that should have been taken off your intellect stat. Your armor regularly doesn't count. It needs to be brain armor.
And if it is brain armor, it's just damage reduction. Like
Yes,
that number?
your armor is exactly damage reduction. Yeah, so if you had 2 brain armor, you only take 8 damage from this.
And I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, I assume Edge doesn't discount from damage.
No, God, I wish it did.
It was worth an edge.
Yeah, 100%.
It's only mine, I don't have an edge.
Yeah.
I thought I'd
So,
ask.
in particular, I think everyone with closed mind, no additional source of armor, should take 8 damage.
Mhm.
Closed mind is +2.
Yeah. Also, something else to note. Aluben didn't step in to stop this,
Ooh.
which has happened in the past when you've taken intellect damage.
Oh, I've
She'll be
not tried that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that she stepped in to stop it.
Let's take you back to the sword.
Yeah, the sword.
Right, but that was a huge amount.
And 10 isn't.
When you realise I'm on 4
Remember,
intellect
the
now,
Theron didn't punch for this hard.
Yeah.
That's true, but Falkwin has 28 intellect.
Yeah, that's Falkwin though.
That was 20.
Falkwin's a high tier character.
4 left.
So, but like, Aluben is.
Yes.
From her point of view, it might have been, okay, I don't need to do anything.
Okay, yeah, but think back to Falkwin at the start of Arc 3.
I think, what was it, 14, 15, or was it 20?
So I feel like, you gotta, like, yeah. But regardless, she didn't step in. So you can take from that what you will. Remember, she doesn't know the number of intellect you have.
That's fair.
Yeah. Fiction versus crunch, you know? How do you all feel? How's that going?
Stress.
Falkwin's still sprite.
Who's still looking at it?
Sorry.
Okay, Lockhart.
Falkwin probably is still looking at
Okay,
it. also.
Lockhart and Falkwin, yep. Kalli,
Yeah.
Humans.
yeah. You still looking at it? Hannah, yeah. Chris,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I worry that, like, if you look away, the look back might be worse.
Everybody take 10 damage.
Oh, good.
No roll. No roll.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on. What were you saying there, Chris? What I said was I didn't take the damage.
I'll take the damage because it's quick enough for sure to put my arm up and cover my eyes.
Okay.
But hey,
I'm at 1 intellect.
I have 2 in.
And keep in mind, this is intellect damage, so obviously if you've got closed mind, it will obviously reduce it as well as your brain tries its best.
So,
Okay,
this
maybe,
is
yeah, no.
intellect damage
Yeah.
first, or the intellect
closed.
damage and then off of something.
So have you now zeroed out on intellect? Is that what you were telling me?
I want this was zero.
Okay, so
Zero,
knock
zero.
that knocks down to 0, and overflow goes into might. So it's always might, speed, intellect, might, speed, intellect.
Okay.
And yes, Shotgun Andy is a big oofed. big oofed. Okay, so next
don't
question.
know.
Can I?
Nope, next question. Who's still looking?
Okay.
Oh.
I have lived outside the door. I pulled the door shut.
I've locked them in! I bring out my welding kit. I've sealed them in. I jump off the moon. Okay, so let me. Who's still looking? Lockheart's still looking. Is anyone else still looking? No. No. Okay.
I'm impaired. I'm struggling to get out the door.
Okay. So, I actually think you might be unconscious, Nori, because it's your intellect that's gone. So I think you're unconscious. You're not doing anything. So Nori hits the floor. Not that anyone can really see that, because everything's pulled to this central point.
But the main thing is, I'm not looking anymore.
That's true. That does stop you taking conscious damage. So, as Lockheart's still looking, please take 10 damage. And everyone is still up. Only Lockhart, nobody else is looking. Okay, just for clarity. You hear a voice come from like what seems like the center of the room. It's hard to tell. Again, even with the architecture of this, like the building, like we know it was designed so that sound was focused in the center. But it definitely seems like it's coming from the center anyway. And it's a voice saying, "What are you all doing here? Get out now!"
Is that
And then you feel yourselves being pushed through the door. You might not move through the door, because some of you are very strong. But you feel like you're getting moved through the door. Also,
I feel like we let that happen.
Shotgun Andy's just posted, "I'm only just joining this story, but it definitely sounds like an eldritch horror, be careful." Luckily for you, Shotgun Andy, last session, the first session of the 5th arc, the whole first part was us recapping the first 4 arcs of this story. So if you ever feel the need to catch up, part 1 of last week's video. Oh dear.
Yes,
But
I'm
welcome.
sure. The fair
Yeah.
terrifying.
The Fae in this world very much are like the stuff of literal nightmares. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How's Spiral reacting to all this?
You can't tell.
We can't.
Not that I can see anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't tell because everything's pulled to the central point, so you're not really even aware of each other.
God. Oh.
So, does everyone then who can move out of the room? Lockhart, what's happened?
No! They've not picked me up yet! I'm still lying here!
We'll get to that, don't worry.
I think.
You gonna keep staring? Can you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
For one more. But can I speak in response?
Yeah, like there's definitely time to like reply. It's just that, that if you stay much longer, you'll be taking more damage.
Lockhart would say, we are here seeking answers.
And you hear that before you even say it. So as you're about to say it, you hear the echo of that like around the room reverberate back to you speaking it. It probably throws you off like when you hear yourself back on a microphone. But yeah. And then again, you feel like you're being pushed by somebody out the room.
So I have an inkling that I want to try things down with a bit of magical force, so that we can have some dialogue. At the same time, I'm a little conflicted. I also feel like this is not an attack. This might just be the sheer gravity of this presence. But we'd like to try it anyway. Let's try and reason with the Eldritch.
Okay.
Forcefully.
So prevent a foe that can hear and understand you from attacking anyone or anything for 1 round. Yeah, so do you want to spend that and then roll for me an intellect roll? And also, is anyone trying to take Nori out of this room? Yeah.
I would-
Yeah.
Yeah, because as like you turn away from this thing, like your like vision of like just beyond is there, so you can kind of like start to like form like the vision of everything, and like you kind of like obviously like move Nori to safety, if you can even call it that. But yeah, beyond the threshold of this room.
First effort costs.
Yes, and then 2 for every level after that on this system, and that costs 3 as well. So I think it's 4. Sorry, 3 you'll be paying to get 2 levels.
I'll do 1 effort.
Okay, cost you 1.
I'll do 1 effort. Serve.
Mhm.
Just 1.
What intellect do you on?
That's quite mid. I'm now on 11 and
It's respectable.
still have 4 speed. 14 speed.
But yes. Okay, so that was a 13-year-old. Cool.
That doesn't sound good enough.
13's alright. Look, it beats a difficulty 4, right? That's pretty good. Remember?
But we believe we might be facing
Mhm.
divine level.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I mean, it could also be considered a chandelier level threat if what your standard difficulty is like as an egg holder, right? Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, so you you attempt this. I assume, are you attempting this as you're leaving? Or are you staying to try and project this into the room? Because you'd be looking into the room to do that. Or are you going to close your eyes and do it? And hope for the best that your eyes closed are enough? Positioning might be important.
I think, so, am I being pushed backward?
Oh, you feel like someone is like trying to get you out of the room, and you did hear them say, like, "What are you doing? You shouldn't be in here. Like, get out."
So I probably I am not fighting against the force trying to push me out of the room. I'm just kind of moving with that and letting it steer me at the same time as having my gaze averted. Maybe closed my eyes, maybe not. I mean, it seems dark enough that.
Well, I need to know the answer of if they're closed or open. That's a very important question for me, unfortunately.
Falkwin, I think, has probably realised that eyesight is taken before, so I guess within 6.5 does. Closing his eyes is vision. Dark. So
Well,
he
I
would
mean,
have his eyes.
yeah, the almost void, like the person-shaped void in the center of the room, definitely is something you can see incredibly clearly, too clearly, so clearly it causes your brain pain. So closing your eyes might be a good idea.
Yeah. Like the silhouette there, that hurts to look at. You know, human instinct. Close your eyes. Don't look at it.
Yep.
Turn
So,
your head away.
is anyone trying to stay in the room? No? Lockhart? Okay, might roll, please. You can consider it a might defense roll if it matters. Okay. I also don't know if it is technically a defense roll. I guess it is, because someone's trying to make you do something you don't want to do, so it's a defense roll. Because remember, anything you do to someone else, regardless of context, and if they don't want it to happen, is an attack. Yeah, so no, like, you are, like, you can obviously, like, feel resistance, but you, whatever this is that's pushing you out is stronger. This is like if Riven decided you're leaving the pub, and you were like, one more round. You know? So, or even Ignysera as well, right? Because I think Ignysera could body Lockhart, no offense. I think that's quite a safe comment to make. But yeah.
Myr'ra could
Yeah.
Lockheart.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, or combat capable people. So, Ignysera, you were helping drag Nori away as well, weren't you? Yeah, cool. As you all get out, and look away, obviously, and like the shape of the corridor and stuff is kind of coming back into like form. It doesn't seem to be being being pulled from your eyes. You can see that there's a bunch of like weird like cyan and pink energy like hands pushing you guys out of this room, as if they're like disembodied hands. And then you hear like, you know, there's the clunk of the door closing. Does anyone turn back around to look at the room? I'll get to you, Lockhart, in a second, yeah. Like, Lockhart, you're technically looking this way anyway if you were determined to try and stay in. No.
Quite happily say no.
Yes, yeah. Sadly, you're slightly exempt from this one just now. But yeah, so everyone, I guess, is maybe like...
tempted, but
Yeah, maybe a bit fixated as a group on the fact that Nori's unconscious as a group, and, you know, technically the healers, which I think are people like, well, Falkwin and Myr'ra now, and also Ignysera, are probably maybe looking at Nori. Lockhart, you can see, like, after, like, you can tell, like, that door was slid closed, right? So the big kind of wall door now is, like, sealed again. There is a man having just closed it, but on you is the dissipating cyan and pink energy hands that just seem to dissipate, and then they dissipate on everyone, as if someone cast a mass mage hand. And then there is a, you know, very tidy, almost like it just hits you all of a sudden because the absence of smell is something in this place you didn't even consider until this like almost like rosewater smell hits your nose so pungently. And then there is like a very well dressed looking man who looks incredibly like a mix of like shocked and angry. Looks at the party and goes, "Who the hell are you and why are you here?"
Mage Amblin, I presume.
Mage! I'm a master wizard!
Master.
Master wizard.
Mage of the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means student in this world, remember?
I think Lockhart didn't realise that. Or he's just being obnoxious as usual.
We've probably exchanged like an angry requisition letter or something in the past. But yeah, he kind of still looks as if nobody's supplied an answer. Very much like a man who's used to when he asks a question, people answer it.
There's a problem with the moon.
The problem with the moon is it seems very overcrowded right now.
It's also dim.
It's often yellow.
Got on.
Yellow.
Yeah,
Not very
weird.
bright.
And are you an expert in the moon? Are you now?
Personally, no.
He looks at all of you like individually, and then he does like a gesture with his fingers, which is like the Arcanatrix symbol of basically identify yourself if you're a part of somebody I'm willing to talk to. So does anyone repeat the gesture magically? Yeah. Yeah.
Falcon's a wizard now.
Yeah, you're actually like a licensed wizard. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do this shit for money, yo.
Yeah. You know Halcyon?
Is that why you're here? Are you here to try and bring me back? Is this some kind of apprehension squad? And you see like all of his body ripples with light, and he's clearly just like armored himself up, and he pulls like some kind of weird kung fu pose.
No.
I like that bit.
Ignysera, you can tell he does not know kung fu.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh gosh, how much do you know about what's?
You're
I'm gonna like again gesture down at.
You're unwanted guests in an abandoned city. You should be, you know, leave here at once. How did you get here? Did you discover my mirror?
I look for Cairo. Is Cairo here?
No.
No. Ah
When
shit.
did he?
Oh.
Is he still in
Did
the
we
room? Did
notice?
he stay?
Yeah.
Stay in the room?
Yeah, you saw him go in, and then you obviously lost track of everyone, and they didn't come back
Ah
out.
shit. Can I? Has thing? What's my thing called? Let's check status ever worked on Cairo.
I can't remember the answer to that right now.
I can't remember if we've tried it.
I think it has, yeah. Like vague. You've tried on everyone in this game. Let's face it. Why not try it now?
I get 10 people per time.
Yeah.
I definitely try it like instantly. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the last
tried
time you
to
tried it, all I could think of is times we've tried it. You know, we've had 10 slots to fill, so we've gone down the list, and Posey was always last on the list. The response was always, Posey is a bee.
So,
There was quite a lot of posies.
I'm assuming it's just Cairo you're focused on for this one. Yeah.
Yep.
You get a sense of wonder back.
Okay, that's a positive feeling.
And then the aftertaste,
sorry.
of deep, deep fear.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
Amblin was doing okay, and so maybe it's not that.
is he doing okay?
Is he seems
Well,
he seems not. This isn't who we were told about. Like, he's supposed to be like, do well. Like, what?
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting so far. The addition of magical armor.
This is assuming Duwell would even notice what was in that room.
Yeah, that's so true. He would. So look. Oh no.
So he did say, have you discovered my mirror was the last thing he said in his ramble of how did you even get here? Did you discover my mirror? Have you been sent to apprehend me? Armoured defensive stand.
Well,
No, we're not here to apprehend.
Not to I'd like to see you try, he says, like with like fake bluster.
Please calm down.
Calm down?
Halcyon's been promoted.
oh no.
You see him, like, his actual posture does change, like, no, like, his posture immediately shifts and goes, well, good for him. And immediately, like, pulls his fist back.
Oh.
Like, you can tell, he's quite fond of Halcyon, you can kind of tell that from that immediate break in his, like, defensive bluster. But yeah, very much oh, yes, anyway.
So, question for you: have you noticed quite visible from there?
Are you deaf, boy? I told you the only change I noticed is that it's a lot more crowded than normal. You shouldn't be here. You're disrupting the balance.
What
Well,
balance?
so for a few weeks.
My peace of mind, that's what balance.
Oh right, okay.
So for about the last, I think, month, you know, the moon from bright but silver, it's now quite dim, yellow colour.
What of it? Things change.
Yes, normally not that drastically also.
Well, it's nothing I'm doing here, okay? You can go now. We're all fine here.
The Arcanatrix are quite worried that it might fall from the sky.
I mean, are they?
He doesn't know that. He's not talked to him in ages either. And Diana, the old Myr'ra might throw in to back this up, like,
fair.
oh, and with the current shading problem, just something that needs to be dealt with.
Speak plainly. You're all so loud.
Oh.
What's cascading?
Like weird.
What's wrong with the moon being yellow? And he's looking around just at everybody for answers. And he's like, you can tell, like, he's like, his body language is like almost like as if, please try and get out. Like, it's just never been noticed to be yellow before ever. That was like, it's very usually like a white light that comes off the moon, never a yellow light, and then it got really, really yellow and orange and dim.
Point it. Can we ask like a specific again, whatever the date?
Yeah,
of
yep,
the whole thing,
yeah.
Kind of
When
go.
this happened.
What were you doing on this specific day?
I'm not here to explain my movements to you. How long have you had your wizarding license?
About who knows?
Yeah.
I have lots of time.
Like a couple of months, really, right? Like half a year, I think, for you.
Yeah, I could try something of like remind me of what's the library?
Oh, Helga.
Yeah, Helgith.
I could say, is he a master wizard?
Kind of like, let's go through that.
What do we feel?
Helgith.
All I know about her is
Incorrect. My best friend.
I goes,
I think I could try something like, for Master Wizard Helga, needed an update on your progress. How can we file it? if you
and
haven't-
what gives her the right to inquire into my affairs?
He is the archivist.
He kind of like looks as if he's not sure if
Literally
that's.
her job.
You can tell like he's like trying to like work out where he fits in the hierarchy. And he goes,
Yeah.
I report to the mayor, and he reports to Queen Loudon.
Mayor Count 3,
The very same.
he sent us.
Do you want to roll deception?
Oh no, I'm
You're really bad at this, but it's still funny.
really bad at this.
Somebody wake me up.
Just you being lying there unconscious.
I'm on that in a second.
loving how behind he is. Still thinks that KT is the mayor.
Yeah.
Still thinks Loudon is the queen.
Yeah.
The man's been on the moon. Makes sense.
I'm just gonna go for it.
That's when Lockhart would surely step into it. Yeah, I was sent by Queen Loudon. She's not the queen anymore. You don't work for her.
Can I ask, is that 2 layers of negative, or is it just 1 layer of negative that you've got for that mechanically, Anna? Because its reading is 2, but yeah, I think it's just 1. Its reading is 2 though for some reason.
I have an inability.
Yep.
People just trust you.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Hindered.
just the 1 then. So yeah, so that's a 7.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine. He goes, Mayor 3 would be interested in my affairs.
I look around
Um,
to be like,
Well, yeah, I think Lockhart might take his glove off. Make people happy, but annoyingly, it does have the sigil crest. You know, it's essentially symbol of authority as.
Like as you like pull off like your glove and stuff, you like just very quickly like gesture to easy son.
I
Yes.
just have this. Regions.
I mean, yeah.
Like Bugs Bunny taking off gloves and then slapping on her face.
Yeah, so you want to use that?
It does that. That's not actually what I was looking for it to do at the moment, but that's what I said was. But
So I take it
show him.
you're obviously your cost 5 is easily absorbed in your probably bountiful edge.
Since it lasts a day, I was thinking it would be one of those sort of morning.
You don't know how long you've been here for. How long were you staring at that?
Oh, surely that.
Well, let's see.
Um,
But no, you've not told me this was on, so it's not on. So you
No.
need to put it on now. I need you to do.
that's why I need it on.
Okay, you're not putting it on. You're just showing the ring for the authority symbol of it. Yeah.
That was actually what I.
No, that's fine. Yeah, because that's fine. Yeah, because there's like that isn't on until like pre-established. It would have been. So yes. And what do you say to him?
You may not believe. May not believe my esteemed colleague here, but we are in fact functionaries of. We have been asked by. Have even been asked by her successor.
He raises an eyebrow.
That was such a nonchalant way of saying that. Like, this is going to be a.
I mean, the annoying thing about that is I think about 32% of that's a lie, but the rest of it's true. So-
We were tasked by Fried, who was playing as Vermin.
Yeah, Loudon, yeah.
was glad.
Yeah.
And initially we were asked by Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's bullshit enough anyway that I don't feel it needs to be a deception roll. It's just that he doesn't seem to care about that fact. He goes, well, good for you. She doesn't have any jurisdiction on here.
kind of rock up a bit kind of big, just being a bit more
And he's like, "Oh,
as possible." And he's like, "Oh," and I've let a little bit of like smoke. I'm like, look, doesn't matter who said here. There is something wrong here, and there's something wrong down there. Going on up here. Well, there's just. I just want to.
because the moon might fall. That's why."
The moon might fall. Actually, moon might fall. I think. Just we don't need any more problems. So clearly, very smart.
You can definitely tell he seems to be warming up to that. And he goes, "Well,
No,
all of you
intimidate him.
back off a bit." And he kind of like says that, but he doesn't say it in a kind of "I've not listened to you." He says it in like a, "Well, back off a bit then if that's all we're here for is problem solving." Gestures to everybody to like step back a bit from him. Yeah.
I drag Nori back
Yeah.
a foot.
No, like so, like it's more like he's now kind of go back to where Nori's lying there, right? And he goes, "You probably want to deal with your friend as well."
I have a healing skill. I think I can find myself as
So Nori might need.
prepare flesh. Yes, I can do that.
That just moves. On.
So it means you're no longer like like
Yeah.
at least a point in there as
No
well.
longer
Yeah.
conscious.
I have a healing kit that still has 2 uses.
You could try and roll healing on Nori, like get some like, smelling salts and stuff like that and whatnot.
Yeah.
Can anyone actively put in a hit point, or does it need to just be Nori rolling their recovery?
I don't know what, I'm looking at what regeneration does. I think that does do that.
That is what
I
that
think I
does.
can do regeneration.
Go for it.
The problem is that I might use my recovery roll first. Otherwise, doing it would make me angry.
You pass out regenerating Nori. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my action recovery.
Cool. Yep. Anyone else that wants to, by the way, can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
Great.
that seems
Okay.
like a not terrible idea.
And Nori, obviously, since they've like, you might not need to, depending on what Myr'ra does, but
Okay,
you might
and then
also
I'm
want
gonna
to.
do regeneration.
Mhm.
That in.
Let's have a look at that.
Oh
So,
no, it says my speed.
alas.
Oh no.
But we can say that the one that Falkwin does at least brings Nori conscious enough to choose to have rolled the recovery, and only that, or pass out again.
Okay. I can also then, if you do wake up, create an emotional support pet. Because I can do that. With the emotional support pet thing. So everybody add +1 to any recovery rolls they're making.
Yeah, you can all have that retroactively. You could have done that easily. Yeah, that's no worries at all.
Cool.
No worries. There was time for it. And Nori, you're rolling your recovery? Or are you just going to pass out again and go, just leave it to them? Like, slide me back down the stairs, I want that twine!
What kind of animal did you call it?
It's like a ditter. It's whatever the person holding it wants it to be. Like it's a small fluffy crow when Myr'ra's got it. Whatever.
Not bad. So that's 11 that you get back, I think, from that, because it's the +1 from the emotional support pet. You're also not impaired anymore, that was already taken away by. But I think you need to put a point in it for it to not say that. I think the sheet does that part for you, which is fine. Because I think you just need to have a point in there.
Is Amblin's demeanour softened?
Well, I mean, he.
Cute, fluffy animal?
No, it's mostly body block by you guys hovering over Nori, trying to make sure Nori doesn't, die from like shock, basically. And yeah, I think he's managed to like have Nori wake up with a gasp. Yeah, because you can do that as an action anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, question: would Falkwin understand kind of headache caused
Roll me an intellect roll.
as being of?
Why not? Trying to understand something like that, yeah.
Sure.
Give me a roll.
Yeah, try and understand it, and if he does understand,
Your head hurt real bad, and it still does. Yeah. You have had a very vast array of headaches, so this is a particularly bad one. You're like a sommelier of headaches. What a phrase, a sommelier of headaches.
it's a complicated headache.
Yeah. But yeah, so as like, he goes, he's lucky he didn't die.
Yeah, based on our understanding of what was probably in.
You understand nothing of what's in there, and you won't.
Do you understand?
I'm not sure I want to understand.
Good lad.
But no, I believe I know what's in there. Knowing is
Kind of like nods sagely at that. It's good to see the Arcanatrix is still teaching something.
Falkwin doesn't really answer that.
Yeah.
Do you know what's in there? Is it her?
This isn't some debate class where you can trick me into answering your questions. Leave.
The quicker you answer, you'll leave.
Kind of like raises an
We also
eyebrow.
can't-
Or I'll make you leave. Fists go back up.
We also can't leave without our still.
He looks horrified when you say that. Like, all defensive demeanor immediately drops and he immediately turns back to you and goes, oh no. He turns back to you. Oh, I think your friend's quite dead.
Maybe,
I
maybe
wouldn't
not.
bet on
I'm
that.
going to check status.
They're rather person. I think they're.
Yes, like Myr'ra, like your magic like kicks off as well as Falkwin's talking, and yeah, you still get that same sense of like that dread wonder.
No, he's still there. I'm getting like wonder and terror. Concerning. But he's definitely still.
You can kind of just see him like mouth how.
I look at everyone and be like, I've got telepathy. I can talk to people in their heads. I forgot. Should we tell him he's funny?
What's that?
Well, I was going to warm up to that. I was going to just repeat my question. Maybe he's soften up. Maybe he's willing to answer. Like, is that her?
Is that what you ask? Is that her?
Yes.
He like kind of goes from the how, like the horror of their friends just died, and he switches to what do you know of her? Again, defensive again. You see like the ripple of magic where it shows that his armor hasn't dropped either. Like it just almost like, for the purposes of the audience remembering we paid for the special effects budget, it ripples again in light.
In the course of our travel, we're maybe around.
Speak
back
plainly.
then.
Also, Myr'ra, did you then say out loud to
Player,
people,
agency,
1 second, did you then say out loud, he's alive and fine and, you know, I can still sense him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said how.
Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I think I telepathically would have tried to be like, just tell him, guys.
That's okay, I'll just remind myself of the state of affairs there. So, if that's the case, he'll then like cut off Falkwin and say, we don't have time for such inquiries when your friend is dying.
I don't think he is. Although he does seem terrified, so maybe we should be focused.
Yes, if you have some way to communicate with him within there, tell him to get out.
Oh, good point. Telepathy. Oh God, that feels like a bad plan.
That's an absolutely terrible plan.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows enough about magic and minds to know that that's a bad idea.
What we've just gone through.
Yes!
However,
You want to open your mind?
No. However, I think we maybe should. I think we should tell Master Anton that Kyle's a Fae and see what his reaction is.
Yep. So there's two levels to this. I think telling him that Kyrill's a Fae, the upper level. The lower level is telling him that Brandon L.
Lockhart's eyes.
We-
10 damage, Lockhart!
But we could tell him that we learned about. So it's like Brandon L is maybe not common knowledge. Definitely like Brandon L is now first blade. So this is kind of.
I don't think this guy knows that. This guy didn't know Loudon wasn't so cool.
Exactly, he doesn't know this, but by like probably standards, it's not easy.
What does this gain you? Think of it from the flip side. What's the goal out of that journey? What does it get you?
So yes, so the goal there would be like telling him that Brandon L wasn't Brandon L, and that Brandon L told us the details of it deal with likely the thing in that.
I see. Okay.
Um,
Okay. I mean, that's definitely stuff you do know.
Yeah. And it wouldn't answer his question about why Kyril wouldn't be fucked right. But it lets us maybe continue the conversation without.
But you're also aware that you were all magically pushed out of that room by his magical hands, and Kyril wasn't. Which maybe implies he couldn't.
Oh, wait, he pushed us. It wasn't
Yeah.
the queen.
It was his mage hands.
Oh.
He made many mage hands to push everybody out. We've all moved places. Change places. I'm now over here. Chris. Cough of the camera. Don't. But yeah, that's fine. It only moved us two because we're.
A good run. Yes.
I mean, at the very least, but still, we're not like halfway.
Well, what do you know from this situation currently? This guy is defensive and jittery and jumpy and doesn't like the idea of being taken from here or that yous are here interfering with whatever he's doing here, seemingly.
I also think, sorry, just to throw in, that if we tell him Kyril's a Fae and he's our friend, if some of his defensiveness is because he's mates with the Fae Queen and doesn't want us hurting her. Not that we could hurt her anyway, but
Maybe she
his
was
thing
always
is-
hurt.
yeah, like if his
Is Amblin
internal
human?
thing,
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least not visibly anything else.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Of all the people that we could use to first to tell about human people's fate, this would be a hilarious choice.
Who'd believe him?
yeah, because everyone already thinks he's balmy. Yeah. He'd have to leave here, which he seems unwilling to do.
What's the plan?
They're being already out the bag for the most part. Not out there.
Well, nobody in the world, like, it's not common knowledge that Kyril's around.
Really just
Like, you guys and like maybe 5 people know that.
no, more than that. Surely, it's the table plus very thin. Like, wouldn't there aid like what's his name?
Douglas
Silverthorn?
Jagal.
Destelado.
But she was part of the
I
table,
would say 10
technically.
people at least.
Yeah, that's still not the common knowledge world.
No, okay, that's fair.
And if
But it's
they
in
all
order.
told
I
one
think-
person,
yeah.
one person told
Oh no, they've all got phone trees. But yes, so
I can just imagine would Estelada gossiping on the phone.
and then the
Actually,
audacity.
That's,
Yeah, no,
what am I
that's
saying?
really
That's completely unlikely. It's impossible.
So,
Oh.
what are you telling him?
I think we can safely start Brandon and Arnold.
Welcome back,
As
Chris.
you can semi safely
You disabled your camera. We swapped places.
with Kylo. And I
I
think we maybe don't want to do something
Yeah.
comes up.
wasn't planning on the human equals Faye. I think I was just planning on. Oh, by the way, our friends are Faye.
Sure. I'm happy to take a vote. Now, the Queen story, and by the way, our friends. Like, I really don't know which one's the most sensible to start with.
Yeah.
I'm happy going with it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon L may be the softest one to start with, but he will probably just immediately go, "Oh, that's nice." But your friend there, he's still fine.
Yeah.
Probably need to tell him that.
Oh yeah, think about what he cares about, not what you care about, right? Like,
Mhm.
what's important to him right now versus what's important to you and your grander plan of trying to save everything, right? There's a hierarchy there.
But his biggest concern is some loud, noisy, stupid human in there, possibly dead, and if he's not dead, fucking things up and dying.
The one thing he also knows, he seems concerned about your well-beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he could have just let us all be.
Yeah.
Brainwashed.
Yeah.
And then we'd have been off his.
Mhm.
We wouldn't have been his problem anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who wants to out Cairo?
I feel like this is a me again. and the Carol being a Fae is my version of Nori and Dourf. And also I suppose I'm the one that reached, so I'm the one that's saying it's a lot. Yes. Well, I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, all of what we've said so far, true.
I love sentences that just feel like there's a but coming.
Yeah. We came to the moon to give some information to our friend about the person in this room, because he, her, probably quite a lot, given that he's.
He looks inconsolable.
Ooh, fascinating.
And he says, "And what would a
Aw.
Fae have in common with a Saurian?"
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
What?
Who do you think's in that room?
Is that what you ask him?
Yeah.
My wife.
He was on Dinosaur Island. I don't say that out loud.
No, that,
He was married to a
No,
Saurian. Yeah.
oh my
We
god,
learned all of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was him. That was him.
Yeah.
And then she died.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
God!
like Queen
Does he
was-
think the Fae Queen's his
Oh.
wife? What if the Fae Queen is his wife? Let's look at it from another angle.
Always was.
Oh,
Oh, this is now complicated.
This was always complicated.
Thank you, Chris.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
valid. Good point. Oh God! Oh,
Do you remember her name?
It's
last thing. Oh yeah.
Kissed by the Sun.
Madam,
Well done.
no.
Yeah, Kissed by the Sun.
Well-
Not Sun Kissed, an old soft drink.
If you feel comfortable around, would you be willing to go back in there and
I'm not going anywhere near a Fae.
No, he's lovely.
Say,
Fair? No arguments to that.
He then continues to say,
Good point.
"But I can't leave my wife in there with that monster."
Oh.
Okay, we could maybe let him think that.
He then like turns his arm,
God.
like again his armor like shimmers, but the force that's covering him shimmers down into like a plane of a blade as well. So he makes
Oh,
like
God. No,
like a magic
no,
weapon.
No,
Don't kill him.
No.
calm down.
Carol's lovely.
What? Chiral.
But she might. Yes,
It's complicated. It's complicated.
it is complicated.
Chiral is a fate, but they're not a national sin.
He-
Chiral is an individual. So Chiral was banished by the fate during the fate.
Mm-hmm.
He just has like the weirdest look on his face.
It's viral.
Yeah, he's our friend.
All I have to know in this moment is, are you going to help me save my wife? Or are
Your
you...
wife is not in
Yeah.
danger.
He looks at you like, how even dare you even suggest such a thing? Like the audacity.
How?
Your wife is not in danger. We can help you go in there and find peace in this situation, because he will be fine. Chiral will... Everything will be fine. Falkwin's not really true. But you know, everyone's intentions, apart from maybe the Fey Queen, are known here. So, you know, unless the Fey
Okay.
Queen,
Okay.
Falkwin's at least confident that everyone that he knows in this situation
Which
is not
again,
going to start a war.
I would avert your eyes, and he turns back to the door and just goes to like open it. So you don't really have long. You pretty much have to look away
Right.
instantly.
yeah, definitely.
Um,
Eyes closed.
Yeah, does anyone not look away?
Not
My
that.
eyes hurt, my head's in the ground.
Lockhart!
Lesson learned.
Yeah, I
Lockhart,
can't take.
I need an intellect roll and a defense roll.
Just regain a little bit.
Lockhart.
But note that you get a chance to roll again this time, rather than just being
Yes,
ongoing.
yes,
Mhm.
Health is a resource.
absolutely. Did we decide if this cancels out the inability?
Why not? Why not? It's Arc 5. Why would we care about minutia now?
I need to do some maths. I need to have 7 left for just in case this fails. Die.
You won't just die. Watch your might and speed. You'll be fine for a bit. I'm assuming nobody else is looking as well. I'm assuming everybody else has been
Yeah.
smart enough to not look. Rather than smart enough to be able to look.
I want to use the amount of effort that would leave me with 7.
No, you need to do the math. If you're doing the move, you're doing the math. I ain't doing the math.
So first one is 3, then after that is 2.
What's your effort limit?
6.
Okay, so you could do up to 6 levels of something with effort.
But I don't think I can afford
Yeah.
it. So
So that would be 30.
Also, how much does Discerning Mind cost? Is that just
it is
just built in?
yeah.
Cool.
It's, enabler.
No, but Enabler doesn't mean it doesn't have a cost. Enabler just means it can happen alongside an action. Discerning Mind might... I mean, I doubt it has a cost, because it looks very passive, but it's just in case it does.
Sure, I would have. No, it doesn't.
Perfect, cool.
So 1, 3, and then 5 times 2 if you want to use it. Okay.
How much intellect you got?
23.
You get 23, okay? And you want to be left in 7. So you've got 16 in play.
Well, no, I guess 8.
So you want to be left on 8.
I need to have one.
Okay, well you've got 15 in play. This doesn't cost anything, right? So you've got 12, so you've got 4 levels of effort you could safely buy. After the first.
Well,
So 5 levels of effort total.
Um,
And that burns it all.
10 if you fail.
Well, maybe one of you can just drag me out.
Shut the door again.
Okay,
Oh, oh.
what's your total?
Each level of effort reduces 3, 50.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, as seemingly, since nobody's asked their name, Master Amblin pushes the door open. Yeah, you don't know who this is. They head in. I mean, it's pretty obvious who it is, though. They head in. Obviously, the only person that's fucking ballsy enough is, or stupid enough, Lockhart to stare. Everybody else like shields themselves or looks away. Probably looks away is much safer. That same warping of the room, everything. It's not even just like contained to the room. It's just as soon as that's open, you're looking at it. Everything's that shape. And yeah, like for the briefest moment, you do see, like, again, it looks like something like, if I said a celestial elf, that maybe conjures enough imagery. It looks like a celestial looking elf. It's not a saurian, no. It looks like some kind of like hair made of starlight, you know. But the only form I have seems to be from from everything pulling to the room, to the center to give it form. And as you're looking at that, as I said, you don't take 10 damage. Do you keep looking at it? Because you would have to roll again. I will at least give you that. I'm happy to tell you that was a difficulty 30 check. So.
Yep. Yeah, you got that vibe.
Can you even manage that now? Maybe?
I can because I actually didn't factor my edge in.
Yeah, neither did I.
It actually only cost.
So it would have been 15 divided by your edge. Well, it should have been 15 minus your edge. Right? Because we spent 15 points to do that. So it's minus 5, yeah. Because you got 5 at intellect edge, or do you have more?
11. Yeah, because it's 5 plus 3. Sorry, no, it's 10.
Math.
It's 3.
Plus 3.
It's 3, right? So where are you getting the initial 8 from?
For the 4 after.
That is 12, that number. Sorry, no. Oh god, I've done wrong math. Sorry.
11.
I've done wrong math. Yeah, it is much cheaper. For some reason I had it where like the effort was still costing 3 each time. Okay.
No, sorry.
Also, somebody agreed with me when I did my math.
Yeah. It was just
Please always check my math. Okay, so yes, no, you are correct. You have more than that. Cool.
no, I think I'll.
Are you gonna then look away?
Yeah.
Cool. Just before you look away, her eyes open and stare straight at you. And then you look away. Yeah.
And on that note,
No,
Had her cheese break yet?
no, but we are near. We are near the end, and we have played through it because it's been twice now. We've run an hour late, so I do apologise about having run through it because there was no natural stopping point in this place. But yes, as you turn away to kind of go back to the kind of group, you hear Amblin say, "There's no sign of your friend." You all hear a very we've cranked the reverb up really, really high. echoes from every point on the walls. Like it comes from all, like it's an encompassing voice that you hear, as if you're actually it. Like as if you're in the voice itself. When you hear it, you feel your bones vibrate with this voice. Your very being, as if the voice is coming from you, and you all hear this again, slightly otherworldly voice just say, "We have become one." And then the session ends.
Oh, that's good.
Cairo! We now have to mourn Cairo. Cairo is not Cairo anymore.
So, what would you like to call this session?
Chris sees.
And if Shotgun Andy's still watching, feel free to suggest titles for the session too, if you wish.
Unfull chat?
There's just no, well, I mean, yes, unfull, yeah. And there's just no guarantee it will be voted on. I mean, oops is a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you missed out Baron in that one.
Must be a word for the K sound.
So we've got here suggestions so far are knowing is not understanding, lunacy, that's not a moon, king count cod thream, we have become one, when two become one. I think we might need some love, like we never did love before. Oh, is that another suggestion coming in, Alexander? Dun dun dun. You don't just build a moon. I mean, I also, yeah, I wrote down you don't just build a moon. I also wrote down everything will be fine. That was such a good line. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. That's two of your quotes this session, Sean, that made my notepad, so. Things can change colours. Yep, that's true. That's where like bits of do well seep into his like mentality, doesn't it? Where it's just like normal things could happen. Oh, that's so good.
This is a funny point to mention. Atonement does fun.
Yeah. More suggestions? Chris, a cheeky suggestion. Amblin went rambling. Nice. Nice. Oh, we got one vote so far in. Get your votes in. You don't want to be the last deciding vote. All the pressure.
Always vote early.
Always vote early.
And often.
I do like my own quote.
You can vote for yourself if you want. There's no shame in that. Besides all the shame. What are we going for? There we go. Cool. Well, that means Lunacy wins. So, well done, session. Lunacy. Okay, so, goals! Did we complete any goals?
We
actually incomplete one.
Nice. Andy agrees that was his favourite one too.
I think we need to tidy up the goals again.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you're working on it.
It was like, don't wake the Fae Queen because we failed that one.
Poor Cairo. Gone too soon. I don't think there's a way to separate the Fae Queen from Cairo. This seems weird though.
You mean Amblin's wife, right?
Yeah.
Of course, of course. Isn't she
But
the
also-
one who's like, oh, that's, well, okay, when I say she's the one, part of the oneness that the entirety of the Fae.
Let's get to that in a second, and let's deal with goals. So I can move on past that, shall I? I know. So,
We do have a goal there that says investigate the moon stroke fake.
and how's that going?
Well, we now know that it's Miss Ramblin's wife.
So we've got on your goals list, Siri Thane, all the question marks, Contream, all the question marks, Falkwin, goal, cat out Aliben, do project with her, stop the heart piercer. We've done the seer quest, that can get removed from that.
Sorry, Thane and all the question marks. Technically so.
I mean, yeah, like that's solved as well. We've covered that though, we've just not updated this, and by we I mean me.
Yeah.
And then what else have we got here? Let's see, all the way down.
I'm sure there's a goal.
Hey, there's one
In the
for replacement
downtime.
of Captain of the Guard, which I
Yeah.
think meant
Yep.
Queen's Guard.
Yep, it definitely
In the
did.
downtime, did Nori father's heritage
Nope.
check records? Like, that was something we talked about.
That's
We've done the records, but heritage was still
Ongoing.
open.
yeah.
Okay.
I think most of the roads pointed back to Sin. So I need to go back there.
Which we might get to the next month and a half of time that's not happened in the 3 months yet.
I was never on them.
Pre-present day.
So what? Can you see what I did though? I started with clearly the end of this arc, where you're just in a cart.
Oh, no.
There's going to need to be an arc 5.5 or an arc 6 for the actual arc 5.
For the actual Arc 5 content, yeah, 100%, not just this
Yeah.
whole moon saga.
Still good days.
27 sessions later, we get back to the cart.
Yeah.
So I guess the answer really is, well, we've done the Captain of the Guard,
Yeah.
so that's it, right? Are we adding any goals? Because I think we're still covering the investigate the Fey Moon.
I think that one's ongoing.
Yeah. So you might do that next time.
Save Cairo for Hive Mind. Wouldn't be a bad shout.
Alright, who's got a lunar?
Arguably, maybe in a plant box in this city somewhere.
Yeah.
What's
Not
the
being
lunar
perceived.
for? I remember, yeah, we took one back
Healed.
to. Oh, but we
So
also
there's
took
one in-
back to.
The Arcanatrix has one if it's not already been used in Sierra's research.
Depends if she's used it or not. So,
Mm-hmm.
the chances are it's likely being used purely because she's now a master wizard. So, yeah. It was based on her progress on that thesis. But yeah, so any others going into the goal? Because I'm happy to skip forward. No, cool. So,
I
yeah,
suppose we can put down one that's failed.
well, we're not going to track that. That's unnecessary. But we can definitely give...
Ravenel and Sloth to make up.
I mean, you know... MD got any, like, summoning ghosts powers like Myr'ra had? Go get Myr'ra again, yeah.
Like Mara.
Yep. Sure Dylan would reprise Myr'ra just to ask a dead person a question. But yeah, so I feel like you can all have an XP from Falkwin actually... not Falkwin, again, I do that all the time. Lockheart actually doing his job. So, yeah, there you go. Actually finally confirmed that Kamala will be the... You know, I feel rolling a 42 seems pretty good for that, you know. But yeah, okay, so wrap up chat time. I'm just going to go in the nice curved order of this. So, Nori.
Have us all back as a group.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're moving through the world. This session kind of high. It's just adventure of being on the moon and travel through a world that we know, but we know because it's cool. And then finally discover We're rambling. Yeah. We're moving along nicely. New player? I have no idea. But we're moving along nicely.
I mean, valid.
And were we ever here?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Were you ever here? Were you always in the cart?
Exactly. Losing Cairo is always going to hurt. But not to me. Because he's Fae. And I'm an elf. And I'm glad to see the back of I don't see the a good ally. But,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't make agreements with him. I don't care. He's gone.
Watch me drag you out of a room again.
Oh
I
dear.
think I've said enough.
Mm-hmm. Lockhart.
All valid points, though.
I mean, fair. Very fair.
Be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were expecting to Hamlin. Somewhat glad that we probably should have thought about what we know about Amblin. We're going into it. Just like, yeah, he had a Saurian. Didn't he started going a bit mad when she died.
Yeah.
Probably should have a while ago. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
It's that.
Mm-hmm.
Saurians. Some lunar connection we haven't explored yet. I think he'll be helpful in some way. I know he really reminds me of Ben Gunn, Treasure Island.
Okay.
Like, being sort of the one on the island going a bit
Mm-hmm.
creepy. And mostly from the Treasure Island. but
Muppets
also
Treasure Island.
anyway.
It's great. Yeah.
Benjamin again.
Yes.
I would also like to plug Treasure Planet. The
Yes.
Disney Master.
Yes. Oh, so good.
Yeah, right.
And Titan AE and just Atlantis. Those three top tier.
All the same story.
I don't know. I haven't used like as Lockhart as like that skill of having psychic or like armor. I haven't used it before, so I was like, please, it's only hitting me for 7. Let's just go for one more. And I love it. How we did manage to get one peek back when it opened its eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Just try and read his mind while we're at it.
Totally fine, right? Totally fine. Yeah, it's nice to have you back as well, since you obviously were absent for the finale of the last arc as well. So nice to have you back in full swing and shenanigan aplenty. Falkwin.
Oh,
I told you I'm doing the loop of the way the pictures are arranged on the stream now.
yeah.
Also, I randomise the order of who I ask. How dare you? There's no pattern to it until now.
Mhm. So I'm kind of already mourning Iron. I don't want to think the fate for City. But I am coming to terms with that it's not those. There's still, for me, the big question. Humans being like the sort of former Fae, or the descendants of the former Kyle was, he was very happy to hear that. He found out he had a big extended family, he said. So I really don't know how the new consciousness is going to be. The Queen herself always Sarah ensuring like watching over her race and the descendants. But now that there's two of them in there, I feel like there's some risk of them being more kind of shorter fate. Now that they've kind of lost both their individuals.
That does make the assumption she had any.
That's true, but if she's the only one left, a bag of one is
I mean,
one thing.
Based on what you know about the Fae, though, and this isn't me confirming anything, this is just stuff you would know in character as well, but one Fae is all the Fae.
Yes.
And only Cairo stated that he felt an individual sense of self. Very distinctively, not all the Fae. So, this could be a good thing. Maybe it brings some individuality to an infinite hive mind.
Even though the infinite hive mind was like the concept of a fake was so weird.
Yeah, that's how I wrote it.
all of the Fae became humans.
That makes no sense why they'd have like a figurehead at all. But also, how did we win the war?
But the figurehead remained.
They can just have said they won.
The Fae have this kind of, if the Fae have this flavor of infinity, then carving out finitely many humans should still leave infinity of Fae.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
I mean, this like the picture in my head of that scene where we walked into the council chamber there did feel like when you see the everything bagel in
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Except human shaped rather than bagel.
Than bagel shaped, yeah. Not a bad point of reference though. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, also a good movie. Everybody should watch it. It's great.
Yes.
Okay, no, good. Well, I'm glad it was suitably moving, I guess, is the best way to put that for you, Falkwin.
I'm stimulated. I don't know where we're going, but I can't stop thinking about it. Like, what's going on with the Fae bullshit?
Good. I'm glad. Ignysera.
Need like a new conspiracy board.
Kissed by the sun. Is she responsible for everything?
Lots of things around it.
If there's anything I'm upset about, is that I can't blame Solana.
Fair.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like being using so like very kind of like Amblin. We probably should get a little catch up. How's Amblin doing? What's he like now? He was going crazy before. He's now moon. How long by his side, trying to save his wife.
Yeah.
Grounded. Really. So, I didn't have like as much. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Okay.
Let's see what
Good.
we do.
No, it's been good. Myr'ra?
Oh no. Okay, I've probably got a slightly more if Chiral is like gone, I'm obviously devastated. But I am also like, surely she's been fucking lonely. She's pretending to be this guy's dead wife. Like the amorphous concept of the Fae Queen. Like, what's the point of pretending to be? I like that. Just gives off really big lonely vibes, which is why we were so swayed to Chiral in the face. Is they'd been trapped in this horrible condition. They'd been so stripped of everything they were. And like when we told him that the humans were the Fae, his first feeling was like, oh, there's more people connected to me. Like she's maybe the ultimate. So I think there's maybe a, again, Eldritch horror, so not necessarily going to say it's all warm and fuzzy, but there's a bit of me that's like, well, he's not alone anymore. And even if he's not a full individual, like, genuinely will start welling up. Not going to.
No.
So, I know, big feelings. Yeah, I think it is like really sad if he's not him, but also if he's happier because he's not as lonely. There's an element.
Yeah.
But again, it could be Eldritch horror, and like we'll find out next. Oh no, we're all dead now. Okay, we're not in a carriage. That's a hallucination. But yeah, like she also gives big. Like, why would you? There's got to be some form of she's pretend. Why would he think it's his wife? Like, I know he might be going like, but that's like a, and that's what he felt. He felt like at home and warm and safe. Like, oh, fascinating. I wonder if we'd name dropped Madame TTOT, if that would have, like, what that would have.
That's never caused us problems before.
Yeah, no, they went for the throat last time, Lockhart, eh? You were like very quickly, Madam who?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fascinated. I think it's because yes, I also feel like guilty. We brought him here, but also like he brought us here. Like we didn't say we should go to the moon. We were like, we're trying to give you a heads up about the moon. There might be issues. And he was like, we should go find her. If she's here, I want to go see her. That's sort of
Yeah, he had a very fearful exploration vibe of like, you know, like if she's here, we should be there too. Then, right?
Yeah. That kind of like something you're scared of doing, but you kind of know that you have.
Yeah.
And he has. He's always been quite sad about being. It's the Tigger. I'm the only one.
Yeah.
He's always been a bit sad about it. So maybe that's just good. But it's also maybe horrible Eldritch. Hard to know. But exciting in either direction. Oh yeah, I love that Lockhart managed to look. I thought that was great. I was so I did not heal very well. I had one intellect point when we left the room the first time. I was like, oh no. I loved Ignysera's intimidate.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. Oh, so good. As always, I love that Nori dealt with all the doors. And I love that Falkwin helped us get information over as quickly as we needed to, in a way that, you know, Myr'ra and me definitely will talk round of problems. But I loved it. I'm happy we're all together. This was lots of fun.
Yeah,
And
no,
yeah,
agree.
that's mine. Slightly more positive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's a very good outlook. Like I like all the varying theories as always. But yes, who are we awarding a bonus XP to this week, everyone?
I think Lockhart for looking to keep his eyes open. Or, you know, just said maybe the stupid. You know.
That line between genius and stupidity.
Lunacy.
Lunacy, indeed.
Lunacy. I would also vote for Falkwin for taking lots of the speaking bits and giving us very good quotes that were nearly tight.
Falkwin?
That was the title. I can double the vote for Lockhart. I think it's a good return for Alexander. Lockhart is back with us, and we presence.
Uh,
and also that was ballsy. I wasn't that thing.
and it looked back. Lockhart?
I mean, yeah, I actually really liked the. You don't just build a move.
Yeah.
Like, no, actually, yeah, let's consider that. I know we just magic hand with a lot of things, but no, you can't just build a move.
Yeah, it's a valid
No,
point.
it's not. I'm done.
Yeah. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
It's the way you were just trying to like calm down a fire by trying to negotiate with it. It's like this blazing inferno. You're like, everything will be fine. It's so good. So I'm assuming that's a vote for Falkwin then. Yep. And Chris.
Well, thank
No
you
way.
very much.
I mean, you could vote for anybody.
There's two. No, I'm voting for myself, so I don't need to vote for anybody else. Anyway,
No.
so, I'm gonna I'm gonna go with Falkwin this week. I think we've all. But, yeah, I've got-
Nice. Falkwin, congrats. You get a bonus XP. Yeah, damn, it's good. I like it. I like where the story's at. I think we're moving at some good speed as well. I think there's a lot of big plot points that have like culminated in this moment, as you just realised. Especially everyone's reaction when you're like, yeah, it's a story, and it's like, what? Yep. So good.
It was.
We should have seen that
It
coming.
makes so much sense. We should have considered the possibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet, here we are. But yes, thank you all for playing. And say goodbye, everybody. And also thank you, Shotgun Andy, for joining us. Take care.
Bye.